Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Good evening and roll Tribe ICC fans. It's sophomore night here in Fulton as your 3-5 ICC Indians are set to host the 0-8 Tigers of Coahoma Community College. I'm Adam Gore, and let's crank up the Davis Ford pregame show. Joining me tonight in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth are the good doctors, and it's Dr. Brad Boggs, along with the myth, the man, the legend, that is Mr. Jim Ingram. Guys, tonight it's always a bittersweet night as we show our appreciation to the sophomore football players, cheerleaders, band members, managers, everyone that's having their last football game. You know, there's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into this season that, as of right now, we'll see the Indians come up a little short of their chase for the playoffs, but still a lot of game to be played tonight. Crazy things happen in this league. Could still make the playoffs, but right now things aren't looking good for the Indians. But, guys, sophomore night, always a special night here in Fulton.
Yeah, it most definitely is, Adam. I mean, you know, and some of these players that we got out here, you're talking about, have been with us as their third year, you know, due to the COVID restrictions and the guidelines that we followed and gave them an extra year. So you're talking, you know, 3 years here, which is unusual. Never happened really prior to COVID unless you were redshirted or something. But, again, so, yes, you're talking about a good bittersweet moment because we've got a tremendous band that's also going to get recognized tonight with their sophomores, the cheer. And then, of course, you've got the football players and the coaches as far as their managers and everybody else who is the assistant manager, I guess the student trainers that we have. All of those will be recognized tonight. And, you know, you're right, Adam. You know, we talked about it last week before the start of the East Mississippi game. You want to be in control of your own destiny. And last week, had we won, we'd be coming in tonight in control of our own destiny. Sadly, East Mississippi is now in control of their own destiny, and we're not. But, you know, like you say, this is JUCO football. Crazy things happen. So ICC's got to come in here. They got to take care of themselves. They got to take care of what's on the field and not worry about what's going on in the JUCO world except for Fulton, Mississippi. And because the one thing you do want to do, even if this is it, you want to go out on a high note. You got those three guys, those third-year players out here. You've got the coaches who care a lot about these players. They've invested in them. You got these sophomores. You want to go out on a high note, and that's with a W tonight. And so, Mr. Ingram, that's what the focus needs to be tonight is going out with a W. I say going out, ending tonight with a win.
I agree, and I really don't have much to say.
Yeah.
Brad handled that very well, as he always does. But, yes, Special night, sophomore football players, band members, cheerleaders. And again, you know, Brad, we've talked about it before, what the college does to get prepared for this football game tonight. All the work's done by John Wayne, community relations. A lot of hands involved in doing this and doing it the right way. We've had a great year, great attendance. It's a special night. Take care of business tonight. Like you said, do not worry about the playoff situation. You want to win your last game as an ICC Indian. If you're a third-year sophomore, second-year sophomore, you want to leave here with a good taste in your mouth, playing a good Coahoma football team. Let's find a way to win tonight. Don't worry about the playoffs, but let's play for each other and win tonight.
ICC fans, don't forget you can support ICC by joining the Alumni Association or by giving through the foundation. Visit iccms.edu and search for alumni or foundation to do so there. When we come back, Lee Adams had a chance to catch up with Coach Sean Cannon to talk about tonight's matchup here against the Tigers of Coahoma, and we'll have that along with Coach Cannon's Bank Okolona keys to victory as the Davis Ford pregame show rolls on here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. For example, you can turn off or turn on your debit card as needed. At FANB, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch. Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Coahoma Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Coahoma Community College, the best story here.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show. We are joined by head coach Sean Cannon. Coach, sophomore night, last home game. We got Coahoma coming in. Let's just jump right in here. Let's talk about the atmosphere that's going to be here tonight, the excitement of having all these sophomores' families here and everything, and just getting to play in front of the home crowd one last time.
Yep, you know, it's bittersweet. We were talking as coaches this week, and You know, it seems like it was 2 years ago we played Jones. You know, it's just crazy how long the season is, but how quick it does fly by. You know, and especially for these guys, and you know, some of these kids tonight this is their third year here. You know, and you got a lot of kids that's, you know, give a lot to our team, give a lot to our school, and you know, it's always bittersweet to, you know, for those guys to finish up and move on and see what their future holds. And so, you know, we're looking forward to it.
Okay, well, let's talk about Coahoma. They come in, talented football team, played a lot of close games. Let's talk about some of the challenges on offense that they bring to the table tonight.
Yeah, you know, you look at where they started. You know, started out 3-0, and then they've lost their last 5 in a row. But it's been some really close games, like you said. You know, they went into overtime against Holmes. Last week against Northeast. You know, had to scored there late, and you know, threw a Hail Mary there, and then you know, tried for the onside kick. So they played some really tough games. Played Scuba real tough, and you know, it's kind of like you look at them offensively. When their quarterback's in there, he's a you know, good football player, moves around in the pocket. You know, got some pretty good receivers. Their back Zero is, you know, probably one of the best looking ones that we have seen on film this year. You know, and then they've got a little change-up guy they bring in, and they're you know, big on the O-line, and you know, typical Coahoma team. You know, and so you know, but they're a lot similar to Northwest in scheme. They like to do a lot of tight end type of formations and move him on the ball and move a tackle over here and make him unbalanced. And so we've got to be really sharp, you know, tonight and making sure that we're looking at who we're supposed to look at.
Now, defensively, they have, like we said, they played some teams close. Held, I think, Northeast only 17 last week. Just talk about their defense and what kind of challenges they're going to bring to our offense tonight.
Well, you know, I was talking to the kids this week about their team, and with 0 and 9 and 8, they're juniors. They were there the COVID year. They were freshmen the COVID year, and they're still there. You know, and so they played a lot of football over their careers. And I mean, you take 6 games in the 20s, and last year 9, and this year this will be their 9th game. They play a lot of football in this league, you know, close to 25 ball games, and you know, so they're very old on defense, and it shows. You know, Coach Macon over there, I got a lot of respect for him. Does a good job, you know, on defense, and you know, and they're going to make you work for what you get. And you know, they've got some talented guys in the secondary, and so we've got to be able to block their front. We got to be able to move the ball on them, and you know, hit some big plays.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the run game. I know we didn't get the result we wanted last week, but talk about our run game, how we plan to utilize it a little bit more tonight and try to help get the win.
Well, you know, that was a key last week. You know, that's one thing I tried to put a lot of emphasis on, and you know, sometimes people just, you know, they're just better than you are up front, and they get you out of, you know, when you think they're going to be to the left, they move to the right, and you know, and so it's you know, it's a tough deal, but you know, it's about sustaining blocks, you know, moving your feet, you know, the back's hitting the right hole, and if they, you know, if they're in the hole you're supposed to be in, to learn to cut it back, and then, you know, so we've got a little 2-back, something we hadn't really done this year. We're going to come out some 2-back sets, and you know, try to take advantage of some ways they line up to try to get an extra hat in the run game, you know, to help us in the, you know, to help us in that deal, and you know, and it comes down to kids wanting to run the ball, you know, and that's the key. You know, sometimes it, you know, defenses get to getting after you, and you don't really know if you really want to get in there and run it, you know, and so that's one thing we got to do. We got to be physical.
Well, now it's common knowledge, good run game will open up the pass game. Talk a bit about that, how being able to establish that run game tonight might help open up the pass game and get Carson and the receivers in sync.
Yeah, you know, we've had, it's like musical chairs. You look up one week and we have a quarterback to play, and this one's out, and then one comes back and the other one goes out, and just here we go, same song again. You know, Red goes down with concussion protocol last week, and you know, he was going to be a big part of our offense last week. We were going to kind of use him, and has kind of a change up, but you know, he's not even going to dress tonight, so now we're back to square one. So we got to keep him protected. You know, that's the biggest thing. had some opportunities last week to hit some plays, just didn't get it done, and hopefully Sam going to be back this week to, help give us a little spark there. He's kind of our down the field threat, and we kind of look back of where we were successful throwing the ball this year. It's, come out of our two-back set, trying to get that extra guy to fit down in there and throw the post over their head, or, some things like that, and so. That's always going to be key, because you got to get if they can sit there in two safeties and play your run, then you got to run the ball better to get that extra guy down there and then be able to throw it over their head. But that's one thing that people try to do to us this year. They've tried to take away our ability to make big plays, and the teams that haven't, we've hit them, and so we've got to find a way when they kind of know what's coming. We got to find a way to make that play, and so so that's going to be key tonight to getting some points on the board.
All right, Coach. Well, lastly, give us your Bank Oklahoma keys to victory.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the same thing. I told the kids this week, I said, this is our last time that we're going to be in this locker room together. As a team, I said things are going to change after Thursday night. This group will never be together. And I said, you underclassmen who, we count as freshmen, I guess, to, send these guys that's going to be playing their last game here out with a bang. And so the emotional part, that understanding that, some of these guys are going to be the last time they play football, hopefully they'll have a chance to move on, but, nothing's ever guaranteed in life. And so we've got to come out and play with great emotion. It goes back to the same things. I feel like a broken record sometimes when I say, kicking game, and I say run the football and protect the run, and that's how you win. Don't give up big plays and make big plays. And so you kind of look at what was it, Alabama 2 weeks ago. Their inability to stop Tennessee on the big play, and then last week they stopped Mississippi State on the big play, and so that's always going to be a key for defenses to stop that, and then and then be able to score when we got a chance to score. You go back and look at last week, there's 3 or 4 opportunities inside the 35 and the 30, and we don't come away with the points we need to come away with. And and against good teams, you got to take advantage of field position and be able to make your own breaks. So those are going to be the biggest things for tonight.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us, and best of luck tonight. We'll be back with more of the Davis Ford pregame show on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Remember your purchases by attaching to the transaction a photo of the item or receipt. At FANB, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch. Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Oklahoma, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
And welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show. We're just about 12 minutes away from that First American National Bank opening kickoff between your ICC Indians and Tigers of Coahoma. Our sophomore football players currently being recognized on the field right now. ICC fans, don't forget when you're looking for your next vehicle, or maybe you need to get some work done on your vehicle. I know Coach Andy Kirk, former softball coach, came by today and visited while he got his oil changed over at Davis Ford. So why don't you do the same thing? Stop by and see all the great folks over at Davis Ford. They're located at 904 West Main Street here in Fulton. Or you can check them out online at davisfordsales.com to experience the Davis Ford difference. Welcome back, Dr. Boggs and Brother Ingham, here into the ICC broadcast booth. And guys, we heard from Coach Cannon and kind of got his takes on tonight's game. What do you guys think it'll take for the Indians to come away with the win over Coahoma this evening?
Well, my take on it is this. Last week, I kind of go back to where we were last week, and I'm kind of running it from there. But defensively, I think we played a pretty stout game, and I'm not taking anything away from the offense by any stretch of the imagination. Points on the board. We got to put points on the board. Defense held as long as they could. Now, East came out that opening drive last week and scored, but after that, defense did their part on that to try to, keep us in the game, and they did, and we just were unable to do that. So, Mr. Ingham, where I'm going with that is start fast. We've got to start fast, and that means put the pressure back on Coahoma instead of us playing catch-up. We don't need to be playing catch-up here tonight. I don't want to be playing catch-up. We need to be the ones out in front, in the lead, offensively, with the points on the board. Let that defense continue to play the game they've been playing. Let the offense be out on front right here and put points on the board, where Coahoma is now playing catch-up, and they're trying to catch back up to us.
I agree with you, Brad. And we talk about the kicking game and big plays, but I also think very, very important tonight, enthusiasm, playing together as a team, and keep everybody up. Come out, start fast, keep everybody up. Realize that tonight is a lot of these players' last football game. Some of them are going to move on. We hope they all get opportunities to play some more if they want to. Some of them will not. So this is a big game for these sophomores. Find a way to finish strong and win tonight.
Absolutely. And Bank Oklahoma, new name, same great service that has been in the North Mississippi area for over 75 years. John Harrod and the rest of the folks at the Bank Oklahoma's dedication, they have dedication to our communities, and it will not waver. They have locations serving you in Oklahoma, Houston, Manatee, Bruce, and now at 495 South Gloucester in Tupelo. When we come back with the Davis Ford pregame show, we'll take a look at the Indians starting lineups presented by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. Back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show, just about 6 minutes away from that First American National Bank opening kickoff between your ICC Indians and the Coahoma Tigers here in Fulton. And as promised, I think this is everyone's favorite segment of the pregame show. It's when Mr. Jim takes over and gives us tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for your Indians. Jim, go ahead and hit us with that, because we both know ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination.
No doubt about it, Adam. Glad to announce Carson Green is the quarterback tonight. Eric Watt starts at running back. Our 4 wide receivers, Sandgren, Nick Fortune, Zay Davis, Azaria Smith. We hope, Brad, that some of these guys come back for injuries. Hope they're ready to play tonight. Veteran offensive line, Parker Little at left tackle, Eddie Lewis at left guard, Frank Bean the center, Zamarian Tucker right guard, Quadarius Hodges right tackle. Adam, I believe all 5 of those gentlemen are sophomores.
Yep.
Defense, the 3-4, Jalen Rush, defensive end, Chris Rogers, defensive end, Will Spain, nose guard. Our linebackers who lead us in tackles, Antonio Thompson, Brandon Fairley, Josh Pack, Phil Oliver. Secondary, Justin Davis at cornerback along with Jermaine Ray, Elijah Wadley, and Hobbs at the safeties. Special teams, Price Nixon is your punter, Shane Lasher your kicker, and Wade Cannon your long snapper.
Absolutely, that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. Just got our cheerleaders recognized, along with the members of what we call the ICC boys, which is part of the pep squad for the students here. And now you hear the ICC All-American man playing as the Indians taking the field. We'll take one more quick timeout and come back and get this thing kicked off here from Fulton. You're listening to ICC football here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College, the best.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as quite the feedback on the...
It's like Coahoma won the toss, Adam, and Indians elected to receive.
That coin toss is being brought to you by...
Indians didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I said Indians elected to receive. Coahoma won the toss, so they're going to receive it in the second half.
Gotcha. So
my apologies.
That coin toss being brought to you by Sam's Town Market. They are your source for fresh meat, produce, dairy, and local products located at Highway 371 North, or as I like to say, it's right there in the heart of Mantachie. Stop by, see Sam Ferris and all the fine folks out at Sam's Town Market today, and thank them for sponsoring tonight's action here on the ICC Sports Network. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Night here on campus, and we had our honorary team captain come out and do the coin toss, Miss Betty Harbin of Cherokee, Alabama, and Miss Terry Reno of Guntown, both out there. And, of course, it's something the ICC always wants to make sure we do is show our appreciation, our gratitude, and our love for those that have been able to survive situations like that.
No doubt about it. I mean, you're supposed to wear pink. We've got a lot of people wearing pink tonight.
And, mine is...
It's kind of close to pink.
Yeah, give it a few more years. It'll be faded. It's wearing that home red. So, and we got the legendary Paul Johnson in the house tonight as we're getting set for the First American National Bank opening kickoff here between ICC and Coahoma. Guys, any final thoughts before we kick this one off?
Last game of the year, or hopefully not the last game of the year, but last home game of the year for these sophomores. I think they're ready to play tonight. We've talked about the keys tonight. Let's just go out there and find a way to win this game, Brad.
So we're getting set for this First American National Bank opening kickoff here. And it's away, and it's going to be a kick angled towards the sideline on the far side of the field, taken at the 19 by the Indians. Now wants to break it back across the middle, weaving his way through traffic. And it's going to be hit and stop just shy of the 35-yard line is where ICC will have it, 1st and 10. All right, guys, so the Indians, we talked about, need to come out early and strike fast, Brad, is what you say. They need to come out and have a good start to the contest.
Yeah, that's what I'd love to see right here is a good opening drive and put 6 on the board, and then, of course, get the extra point, and let's go up 7-0.
I agree with you, Brad.
So 1st and 10 here for the Indians. ICC wearing their red uniforms with the white helmets. They'll be moving right to left on your radio dial, and of course Coahoma in their all white uniforms, maroon helmets, they'll be moving left to right. It's going to be a handoff on the first play of the game. It's going to go to number 32. That is going to be Jamal Brooks, and the Tigers stack them up for a loss.
Yeah, and what you're seeing too tonight, and if you listen to Coach Cannon's pregame speech, is we're going to run a little 2-back set tonight, which we don't do that every game. We don't run 2 backs back there in the backfield, but right then we lined up with Watts and Brooks back there. Of course, now we've gone back to single back there, but I think they're going to get some different looks tonight.
And so it'll be a 2nd down. Let's call it 11 here now as ICC want to drop back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Looking for Sangren. And, in and out of the hands of the Coahoma defender as that one nearly probably should have been picked off that time, and a big-time break there for the Indians.
Yeah, dangerous pass right there. He was well covered. Don't know if Carson saw all of that or not, but definitely well covered. Watts came out of the backfield and had an open play right there in the middle.
And so now it'll be a 3rd down and 11 situation here. So 3rd down and 11 for the Indians. ICC has 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 up top. Working one-on-one, that is Smith up top by himself. So the Indians get it. Still plenty of time on the play clock here, 12 seconds. As Green's dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw over the middle and threw into triple coverage that time. And Good job by Coahoma getting off the field defensively on the opening drive.
You're right, Adam. We went 3 and out. He had plenty of time to throw the football. Then good blocking by the offensive line. Just couldn't find anybody open. Did go across the middle, which we wanted to see more of last week. And he was double covered. Just couldn't find a way to get there, Brad.
And so this will be a Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Indians. So ICC gets a good snap back, a little pressure, and a nice kick is going to be booted down the field. It's going to pop up and taken at the 30-yard line, and
call the whistle.
They're going to.
He must call a fair catch.
Show the hands up, and so they're saying he called a fair catch. Well, here's the thing: if he called a fair catch, then throw the flag for the delay of game, because you're not allowed to take off after the play like that. But that's being a little nitpicky.
You wouldn't do that.
Never.
You know, that was a break for us because he had some open field and would have got, they're taking the ball at their own 29. He might have got to midfield if the whistle hadn't won, Brad.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 here. So they're going to start pretty much the same spot, near the same spot ICC started on their opening drive. The ball's on the 29-yard line. 1st down and 10 here for the Tigers. And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield. The Indians sniff that one out nicely and make the play.
Yeah, good job up front by the Indian defense there. And, well, don't do that. They're already getting up and pushing.
Don't need that.
Don't want to do that. You can't start that early. Again, I know emotion plays into the game, but you got to control those emotions beyond that point because all that's going to do is push Coahoma forward. We don't want to give them yards on penalties.
And so actually they give him a yard on the gain. So 2nd down and 9 is the situation. Coahoma wanting to go out to pass, and it is
caught.
Complete, so it's going to be close to a 1st down.
A little bit short, I think, Adam. I believe it's 3rd and 1.
Yes.
I think. There we go.
Yeah, so it's about 3rd and an inch.
So possession down here for Coahoma. They're going to come underneath center this time, and
we jumped.
He's going to power his way forward, and that will go for a 1st down.
I thought we jumped on that, but they didn't call it anyway. Got the 1st down, so change move.
Quarterback keeper by number 8.
So it will be a 1st down here as quarterback keeper good for that. And the Tigers move the chains here. It'll be 1st down and 10.
You know, Brad Johnson's a big quarterback, about 6'2", 210, starting tonight for them.
And the pass is out. It had to climb the ladder to get it. Then ICC is going to be able to wrestle him down in a hurry out there. And that was a nice job by Hobbs to make that solo tackle.
No gain, Adam. Great job. Our defensive backs came up and made the tackle right away when he threw the pass.
So they are going to give him a gain of 1 on forward progress. So it'll be a 2nd down and 9 situation as the Tigers have the football. 12:24 to go here in the 1st quarter of play. ICC and Coahoma. And it's going to be a handoff to the long running back in the backfield. He is hit as he crosses the 50. And another solid pickup there. And we're starting to see Coahoma pick it up in chunks here. And that's going to be close to another 1st down.
Yeah, if they don't.
What a good spot.
Can you believe they're not?
3rd down and short for the Tigers.
They ain't moving it.
And they're going to quickly get back to the line of scrimmage and able to juke his way forward, and we'll get the ball out to the 45-yard line, and it'll be another 1st down for the Tigers.
You know, some of the crews we had this year, they would have gone ahead and moved that.
Yeah. And that's kind of the way it was earlier in the season. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
But now, if you get the nose of the football on there, they're not even going to measure it. They're going to be like, you got to earn every inch tonight. So 1st down and 10 here for Coahoma. The ball is on the positive side of the 50 here at the 45 for the Tigers. Dropping back to pass. Got his man one-on-one coverage going downfield. It's going to be a jump ball, and does he catch it? Yes, he does. What a throw as he just dropped it in there. And the ball is going to go out to the 8-yard line, but it looks like we have a player down here for the Tigers. Injury timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
So when are you going to get me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul.
Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as a beautiful passing catch by Coahoma is going to set them up with a 1st and goal situation now from about the 8-yard line. And guys, Coahoma fighting down the field pretty impressively here early.
Adam, they run the ball well and then made a great pass there to get inside our 10.
Handoff and gets the corner, gets a block, and now is going to lower his head and will get into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, the Indians had somebody in the backfield, but ran straight up the field and away from the ball that time.
Good blocking. I mean, I'm going to say that on the end out there by Coahoma. They sealed that side out pretty good right there, and their receiver on that side sealed up our cornerback, our defensive back, where he was able to get into the end zone. Good job of blocking there, but Mr. Ingram, I'm going to tell you something now. So far on both sides of the ball, I'm seeing a lack of enthusiasm on sophomore night.
We need to get going here because Coahoma's ready. They're playing well. As you mentioned, we went 3 and out. They took the ball, got 4 or 5 first downs, went down the field. Now they've taken a 7. Oh, he missed it. He missed the extra point. 6-0 lead, Coahoma.
We're going to take a break in here from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
And welcome back out of the timeout. ICC trailing at 6-0 after the missed extra point there by Coahoma. And so Coahoma getting the very positive start that we were hoping to see out of the Indians. And guys, we kind of talked about it during the break right there. Not a whole lot of life or enthusiasm shown here by the guys wearing red right now.
You're right, Adam. We need to crank it up.
This First American National Bank kickoff is taken at the 20. Now he's going to break it out to close to the 40. Is pushed out of bounds. And a nice return there by Mosley, who has been solid kick returner all season for the Indians.
Yeah, we got to provide a spark here. And offense needs that spark pretty bad because they had a few sparks last week, but it's got to carry over, and we got to find some spark and some life in this offense to give them some confidence to move forward here and to maintain the ball. We can't do these 3 and outs.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 here for the Indians, brought to you by Davis Ford in Fulton. Going to go with 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Green is still your quarterback, and Brooks is in the backfield. This time the pass is out. It's complete, and it's going to go out to the 40-yard line, so a solid pickup there on 1st down.
Yeah, we got Sangren back this week, so, you got a deep play threat right there with Sangren. And last week we saw them at East. They focused heavily on Smith, so I don't know how much tape they've watched. If they watched last week's tape against East, I'm sure they've watched more than that. Then, they're knowing to focus on Smith, but they didn't see Sangren. So, we could use that to our advantage. We got a dual combo out there, and then you throw Davis into that.
Right, Zay Davis out here tonight.
This is going to be a handoff to Brooks. He's going to lower his head and get back to the original line of scrimmage. And, guys, that's one thing the Indians have struggled with over the last couple of weeks is men running the football.
If you can't run, and I know it sounds weird, but if you can't run, you're not going to be able to throw because that's all they're going to focus on is the throw. They're going to focus on passing. So we've got to be able to establish a rushing game.
And so it'll be a third down and let's call it 6 situation. No gain on that last run. And so the Indians will have it, 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 up top by himself. And Green's going to drop back to pass. Plenty of time to throw over the middle. In and out of the hands that time. I believe it was Zay Davis, the intended receiver, and took a pretty good hit to break that one up.
Yeah, I mean, he was threading the needle a little bit on that. He got it. He put it in there. Now it's 4th down. Green's having to help him up, which he's up. So he took a little shot back there in the backfield. You had both your backs that were dropped out into the flats. They were not dropping out enough to get the first down because you were looking at a 3rd and 6 there. So it brings up a punting situation again for the Indians.
You know, it's a good pass. It was there to Zay Davis. Good defensive play by Coahoma. Good football play.
Good play right there by Nixon to pull that snap down. There's a high snap. He caught it one-handed.
And a good punt there that's going to be down inside the 20-yard line is where Coahoma will have it, leading 6-0 here with 9:16 to go in the first quarter. And guys, I'm like you, ICC needs to find some type of big play, something to, one, get themselves into it, but get the crowd into it. Of course, we know a lot of high school football games got moved to tonight, so some of the normal fans that are here on a Thursday night are out supporting some of the local high school teams as well. So just Indians need to get a shot in the arm here on this drive.
Yeah, we can't let them march down the field as easily as they did last time.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 here for the Tigers. And it's going to be a handoff and in the backfield and stacked up, but another solid pickup there of about 2 or 3 on 1st down. And that's what the Indians have got to do. They got to find a way to get the Tigers kind of behind schedule on these downs, but right now they're doing a good job.
What a spot.
Yeah. So they actually put it out to a gain of 4, be a 2nd down and 6 as the ball out to the 21. I thought that was down right about the 19.
I did too.
So either way it goes, 2nd down and let's call it 6 here for the Tigers. Quarterback's going to roll out. The Indians had him for a second, then lost him. They're going to come back and make the play.
Yeah, good job right there. Pressure on the quarterback, getting him right there, and then he was forced out of he wasn't able to set up back there to hit his deep threats that he was going with over here on the right side or his right side. So good job by ICC defense to flush him out there.
So a loss of 1 on the play will bring up a 3rd down and 7 situation. Indians trying to get a stop here. They're going to drop back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. ICC finally bringing some pressure. They're going to get to the quarterback and get the sack.
That's great coverage by our defensive backs. They had everything covered downfield. He had nowhere to go, Mr. Ingram.
Great play. Brandon Fairley made a tackle, but you're right. Great coverage by our defensive backs. Allowed our defensive linemen and linebackers to come up and make the play. Good job by the defense.
So a big loss on the play there. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 15 here for the Tigers. So it'll be a punting situation as this is punt being brought to you by Little Caesars here in Fulton. Indians have blocked a couple of kicks, actually 4 kicks this year. See if they can maybe get a little pressure here and turn things their way. Pressure coming up the middle, picked up nicely. The kick is away. It's going to hit and not take an Indian roll, but Indians will get great field position thanks to that tough defense as they will have the ball at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, we were close right there getting to that ball to block, too. I mean, we had somebody, a big hole opened up. We busted through. I didn't get the number, but we were right there close.
All right, Brad, we talked about it. They took the lead 6-0. They had the ball again, and we made them go for 3 and out. Our defense did the job, forced a short punt. Offense has to take advantage of this field position. We got the ball at Coahoma's 44-yard line. We're down 6-0, 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
So the Indians with 2 receivers on the far side of the field, 1 here on the near side, 2 running backs in the backfield, one of those being Brooks, the other being Oliver, who had a great game against East Mississippi last week. So it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Indians. Green getting the snap. He's going to drop back and look to throw. Pump fakes, now comes back and nothing whatsoever. And again, there was 4 players around the receiver that time, and they're just dropping extra guys back in coverage and being able to cover one-on-one with some of our other players, but they know the top two targets, and they have a cheater on each side of those.
Well, right now the outside's not open, and that's what we were facing last week when we were at East, is the outside's not open. I'm not certain that we don't need to look at, again, something over the middle of the field.
So that pass falls incomplete. The clock stops with 7:13 to go here. ICC moving right to left on your radio dial for those listening here on Super Talk Mississippi, 101.9 FM. Green, your quarterback. Two receivers on both sides of the football. Quick out pass, and it's going to be caught. And I tell you what, Brad, I kind of heard you there. I was thinking the same thing. I was afraid that one's about to be picked off.
Yeah, those safeties back there, the two safeties they got playing deep back there, they're doing a great job of reading the quarterback, and they're moving over again on those outside passes. I mean, they've done their homework, and so they're doing a good job of going over the top here and moving around and putting themselves in a position to at least either make the tackle or possibly get an interception.
Possession down here for the Indians, but the referee's going to blow the whistle here and stop the clock at 6:46 to go in the first quarter. Don't see any flags on the field.
I think they were just talking about, what they were going to eat after the game.
Dinner. What we're going tonight.
Yeah.
So the clock is rolling now, 6:42 and counting here in the first quarter. Indians trail 6-0.
Got it.
Free play.
And it is. The flag is down. The Indians are going to go the short route, and it's going to be dropped and out of bounds. And it's one of those that I don't know that Green saw the flag was down in that case, because Zay Davis had a pretty good jump on his receiver downfield.
Yeah, he couldn't have, because, I mean, when you see the flag, you're told as a quarterback, go deep, throw it up when you got that offsides penalty. So, anyway.
Got the first down.
That's what I'm saying. Good point is we got the first down.
Got the first down there, 34-yard line. Got to take advantage of this penalty.
So honk the horn and move the chains. That's a first down being brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton. So the Indians trying to march downfield here and see if they can find a way to tie up the contest. They trail it 6-0. 6:34 to go. Green unloads. Got Sangren. Oh, just let him a bit too far that time. And the pass falls incomplete.
That time they didn't play two deep safeties, okay? So basically your cover two or whatever was not there at that point. And so you looked at a cover one situation with number 6 back there. So there was more of an opportunity with that coverage right there to hit that deep play. So let's see what they line up here. Now they got the two safeties back again in more of a zone situation.
This time it's going to be a handoff to Watts. He's hitting the backfield and will stumble and fall. And a big-time play there. First in the backfield that time was number 17, Ryan Hampton, as he came up and lowered the boom that time. And it's going to be a big loss on the play. It's going to be a third down and about 13 here for the Indians.
Third down and 13 for ICC.
So once again, that running game just still struggling to get rolling here for the Indians. You go back and look, there's some big offensive linemen for ICC on the sideline that have been hurt this season. So, it's one of those next man up. You got to dig deep and find a way. Green's going to have to flush out of the pocket. He's going to be hit and dropped. And again, we just said it. It eventually comes a sense of pride if you're on that offensive line to protect the guys, open up some holes. And these last two plays going the wrong way. And that defensive front of Coahoma has been causing some problems.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure. They're getting through the line and putting pressure on our O-line and driving them backwards. You don't want to see your O-line going backwards.
No, you don't. And we started that drive, of course, from their 34. Unfortunately, 3 plays were 5 yards backwards, so we cannot kick a field goal too far to go for it. 4th and 15, we're going to punt.
This is another Little Caesars punt coming up. We do want to remind you, for a limited time only, you can try Little Caesars Old World Franceroni pepperoni pizza, as this punt is going to hit and roll into the end zone. They've got over 100 crispy Old World pepperonis. You can get a large for only $9.99 from 4 to 8 p.m. when you order online or through the app, or if you walk in there and order one in person. You can do that as well. And so the Little Caesars punt into the end zone, and Coahoma will take over again, leading this contest 6-0 with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
You didn't have to order one of those in person and bring it up here with you, did you?
Well, here's the unique thing I just learned in Fulton. We have DoorDash now. So if we can order it by DoorDash.
You think they'll bring one up here too?
They will bring one up here to us.
Franceroni.
If you talk nicely enough, Sam probably go get you one. Indians looking to get out, or excuse me, Coahoma looking to get out to pass. The pass falls incomplete. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 situation.
2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball
5 minutes left in the first quarter. Coahoma 6, ICC 0. Coahoma has the ball at their own 20, 2nd and 10.
We're going to try to keep you posted on some games going on tonight, both in the high school and JUCO ranks, as a lot of teams shortly from kicking off here, they have a 7 o'clock kickoff. And so now it'll be 2nd down and 10, Coahoma with the football. Handoff is going to be to the long back in the backfield, and what a move to get to the outside and just froze up the ICC defender, and a great block downfield. That kid is quick, as that was number 3, QJ Skipper. How about a fitting last name for a running back that's quick as a hiccup?
Well, and when we saw the hole closed up on that side, it was designed to go to his left. He bounced it back quickly and went on to the outside. You had all of our linemen and linebackers going that way. It was open.
So that will move the chains for another 1st down here. And Coahoma's going to keep it on the ground again. ICC had him in the backfield, missed 2 tackles, and then it turns into a gain of 5 on the play.
You know, Adam, you got to give Coahoma credit. We've noticed on 2 of their long plays, the blocking downfield by their wide receivers, they're blocking very well and not holding or clipping our players. So give Coahoma credit on downfield blocking.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 5 situation. One of the games we're keeping an eye on tonight, because it does have playoff implications, is East Mississippi and Mississippi Delta. We'll give you a score update on that one at the conclusion of this play here. Indians showing blitz. Coahoma wants to run, and they're going to try to get to the outside again, and this time the Indians stack them up for no gain.
Yeah, good job by the defense there to string that play on out to the sidelines. I think, like you say, he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. The Lions leading Mississippi Delta 14-0. That's with 8:27 to go in the first quarter. Also a scoreboard update. It's 0-0 between Northwest and Northeast at the end of the first quarter as well. Well, as soon as I say that, guess what? It's 21-0 now in favor of East Mississippi with 6:43 to go in the first. So looks like East Mississippi is well on their way of taking care of business to get that number 2 spot in the playoffs. Chain gang, well, they just got ran over, so they're having to do some maintenance work across the way to get the down marker set. And I don't know who that was on the far side over there, but I liked it. He just walked over there, took his foot, stomped on it a couple of times, and said, here you go.
Go with it.
So it's going to be a 3rd down, I believe. It should be 3rd down and 5. The marker is saying 2nd. And the snap, quarterback's going to drop back to throw, pressure coming, and finds the short route. Great job that time. Showed that they were going to go long, and they just snuck a guy out to the flat and was able to reel in the 1st down.
And a good catch by the receiver, because it was a very hard throw high. He made a good catch, Brad. Give them the credit. They're moving the chains.
Ball spotted at the 48-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers.
So there'll be another 1st down and 10 here for the Tigers. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a pickup of 1 on the play. Like a little bit of confusion in the backfield there for a second, but Coahoma was able to get it out and turn it into a positive gain.
Good job, our defensive line, holding to a 1-yard gain. Again, it's 2nd and 9. They got the ball at our 47-yard line. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first period. Clock running, 6-0, Coahoma over ICC.
And Coahoma runs a tight end out there and lines him up in that H-back slot quite frequently, and he caught the last pass out there. That's Lively, if I'm not mistaken, 80. No,
Coahoma back to pass again. Now the quarterback's going to step up, and he is going to be hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay, and that was a bruising hit there.
Yeah, good job there by the D to step up and make that play. Now you got to convert here on 3rd and got to hold them right here.
That was Smith coming up and laying the lumber on that one. So as Brad mentioned, no gain on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and 9 possession down here for Coahoma. Dropping back to pass. Indians show pressure. They tried to set up the screen and nearly intercepted that time, and it ends up falling incomplete. Good job staying home that time by Smith to recognize that it was a screen pass. If he don't make that play, it's a big-time gain for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're looking at a punting situation here. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to line up to punt. And so defense stepped up big there, got the stop. Coahoma did produce some yardage on that offensive series, but we did get the stop.
We did. They did flip the field, move the ball a little bit, but good job our ICC Indians to stop them.
That kick, another one nearly blocked, but my goodness.
Lord have mercy. He punted that
He
to
punted
the
that
soccer
one,
field.
yeah. Look out, Evergreen area. Here comes a football.
Wow.
So with 1:28 to go here in the first quarter, ICC's defense bending but not breaking on a few possessions here. ICC still trails it 6-0.
Did you get the yardage on that, Mr. Ingram?
I missed it, Brad. That's on me.
65 yards.
65 yards. Yeah, I just remembered. 65 yards.
65 yards, and of course it will come out to the 20 since it landed over at the Davis Event Center.
So 45-yard net, okay?
Yes, 45-yard net.
So first down and 10, brought to you by Davis Ford. ICC wanting to go 5 wide. Pass out, and again, nearly picked off by the Tigers. And, well, I tell you what, Allen Robertson is going to have nightmares because I think he was thinking pick 6 instead of interception.
Yeah, if he'd have caught it, it would have been a pick 6.
Yep.
And it was easy right there. There was no one in front of him.
So it'll be a second down and 10 situation here. 1:23 to go here in the first quarter. Indians offense slow out of the gate here to start the contest. Now they're going to empty the backfield once again, looking to pass over the middle.
Open.
There's Zay Davis, and this time it is picked off by the Tigers.
Zay
Threw it
was
behind
open.
him. Yep. If he throws it in front of him in stride with Davis, Davis is still running to the end zone right now, but instead threw it behind him. And the Tigers pick it off as that was Jalen Simmons on the interception. And so they've been close 3 times tonight and finally able to get that one.
Yeah, Zay had a step right there, got over the middle, and again going across the middle and was open. Kind of a little post route there, was open, and like I say, it was just thrown behind him is what it was.
So it'll be first down and 10 here for the Tigers. After the punt, they get the interception and a chance to basically have a redo here. Tigers keep it on the ground, try to get to the outside. The Indians read that one well and make the play. A gain of 1 on the carry.
Good job, our defense. As we mentioned, Coahoma intercepted, got great field position, Brad, at our 43-yard line. First carry only got to our 42. Second and 9, a minute left in the first period, 6-0 Coahoma.
So it'll be a second down and 9 situation. Inside a minute to play now. Tigers surveying the defense here of the Indians. And this time they're going to drop back to pass. Looking to go deep down the sidelines. Got a man, turn around, and the Indians kind of stumble over themselves. One of those that was left short, and boy, that was a good opportunity there for the Indians to get an interception. Just unfortunately kind of stumbled over each other.
Yeah, our safety did a good job on that one, read that and cheated over and got over there in time. So basically threw into double coverage, Coahoma did right there. So, yeah, it was a good opportunity, but it was behind him. No gain on the play, incomplete pass.
Third down and 9. This is where you want to keep an eye out for the tight end in this situation. They keep him in to block, though. ICC is going to toss it up the field, and a great play there defensively to bat that one away.
Yeah, great coverage right there. Again, Etowama's defense coming out right there with good coverage down the field, and they're not able to complete the pass.
Good job by Wadley knocking the ball away, and they had great field position, Brad, at our 43. They go 3 and out. Now they got to punt back to us.
One thing I've noticed on these punts, guys, is the snap's getting back there slowly. It's not a crisp snap. So I'm looking to ICC get, if it stays up, ICC is going to block a kick, another kick, before this night is said and done.
Well, they're sending them.
So 4th down and 9, a high snap. This time the Indians get close again as the kick is going to be taken. No fair catch called and bobbled for a second. Dangerous situation there, but Mosley able to hang on to it. And ICC will have it 1st and 10 at about the 10-yard line.
Well, when you're sending the house like ICC did, you hope Mosley calls a fair catch on that one just for safety reasons, too, for his health. But again, Coahoma checked up right there. They could have gone in there with full steam more than what they did.
Yep. Well, they are actually going to mark it at the 12 is where ICC will have it 1st and 10 with 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Coahoma with the lead over the Indians. ICC going with the 2 running back set. 2 receivers here on the near side. 1 up top by himself. That's Smith. Green Going to hand off to Watts. Watts lets traffic clear now, breaks off one tackle, and is fighting forward and going to get out to about the 18-yard line. And one of the best runs all night by the Indians on that carry there by Watts. See if the Indians try to snap the ball before the end of the quarter here, if they're going to wait for the quarter to end, as Green looking up. And he will take the snap. Throw it out to the flats, and just nowhere near Oliver that time, as Oliver was open, but unfortunately it falls incomplete, and we'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 when we come back to start the second quarter. We'll take a break here, a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The start of the second quarter here. ICC trailing Coahoma 6-0 here in Fulton on sophomore night, as well as Breast Cancer Awareness Night here, as now ICC will be moving left to right on your radio dial. They'll have it a 3rd down and 4 situation. Play action. They're going to go out to the flats. This pass is caught, and it's going to be up the field. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like he may be short.
I think he's short.
And it's going to be to Nick Fortune, and it looks like he's going to be about a yard shy here.
We've got a punt.
No, we don't have to.
Well,
nobody's making us.
Well, I'm wrong. We're going for it on our own 21. Okay.
So it'll be 4th and 1 right here for the Indians.
We're going to snap the ball, or are we trying to get them off sides? What are we doing?
As Green's going to look to the sideline now. Big time play here for the Indians, as they do trail at 6-0 here. And
right, that safety's cheated over now, basically in the middle. Sangren's one-on-one out there. He's throwing his hands up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying it's going to be a timeout taken here by ICC. Let's take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Fulton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back out of the timeout, ladies and gentlemen. ICC now sending the punt unit out, and the kick is away. It's a good one, as Coahoma, though, is able to catch it on the fly and going to try to get upfield. And ICC, good coverage. What looked to be blocked well downfield that time by the Tigers. ICC was able to come in and make the tackle. That was Jaden Warren to clean things up there for the Indians.
Yeah, I'm with you. It started out looking like Coahoma had a good front out there to block, and then ICC closed in pretty quick and was able to make the tackle. So good job of special teams there by Etowamba, and defense, as in the same story last week, going to ask to be step up.
No doubt.
Step up here and get us a stop.
And that's kind of been the story for ICC all season, is dependent on that defense, as this is going to be a handoff to the Tigers and another solid pickup on 1st down. And that's one thing the Tigers have done well, is picked up positive yards on that first play of the game, or excuse me, first play of each drive, and it's going to be now 2nd down and 7. End of the first quarter, Colin and Hines tied at 7. Still scoreless between Northwest and Northeast with 10:31 to go in the second quarter. As the Tigers send the wide receiver out wide, but instead going to hand off this time, and the Indians stack him up, dragging him back, but a impressive, strong run there. I believe that was Jackson. Yes, it was. He's listed at 6 foot 215, but I tell you what, that run was a lot stronger than 215.
Runs hard, Adam. Runs hard. It took 3 or 4 of our guys to stop him. Still got 4 in motion, and looks like about 3rd and 5. The ball's at our 42-yard line. Second quarter's just started. 6-0, Coahoma Tigers in the lead.
And so it'll be a possession down here on a 3rd down and 5 situation here for Coahoma. Indians defense trying to get off the field once again here. Coahoma with 3 receivers here on the near side of the field. One by himself, almost near the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw, and that's exactly where he goes, and he makes the catch, and that will move the chains, as that was number 7 reeling that one in. That was Lockett making the play, and that'll move the chains, and another first down here for the Tigers.
Brad, just a good pitch and catch. Wasn't bad coverage. Good throw by the quarterback. Got the first down.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10. Coahoma with the ball inside the 30, mark it at the 28 with 12:23 to go until halftime. Kind of a bad snap as it was popped up on the snap, but handoff up the middle, and my goodness, that kid didn't want to go down. That was an impressive run. He got another 2 yards just by twisting and turning and fighting forward.
Yeah, again, but Indians got to do a better job of bringing them down. I mean, you can't go in, and they may be trying to go for the ball. I get that, and trying to pull the ball out and strip the ball, but we're not in a position right now where we can go forward. I mean, as far as let him continue to gain yards after contact. Yak.
So inside 11:45 now here in the second quarter. ICC still trailing this one 6-0. Johnson still your quarterback for the Tigers. He's wanting to drop back to pass. Pressure coming. He's just going to throw this one away. And the Indians tried to pick it off, but couldn't hold on to it as it goes out of bounds.
Good defense. Got pressure on the quarterback. Good coverage deep in the backfield. So good job by our defense. We're asking them to do a lot, Brad. They've been on the field a lot this game. Our offense has struggled moving the ball. Another big play. 3rd and 6. Coahoma's got the ball at our 24-yard line. Need to stop them right here.
They could be in 4-down territory here, too.
So it will be a 3rd down and 6 situation here. Indians showing pressure again, flushing the quarterback out of the pocket. He's going to try to turn up the field and is going to be pushed out of bounds. Let's see where.
He didn't get it.
No.
As that was extremely close. And
4th and 3, looks like.
I'm going to say they're in 4th down.
They're
4 down there.
22-yard line. Adam, it's a 4th and long 3.
Yeah, I'm going to say they're going for it. I might be wrong.
That's a long field goal.
It sure is.
Guys, you ready for your oddball score of the night? Thanks to Sam Ferris texting me this one.
Yes.
After an illegal block in the end zone, Ripley leading Pontotoc 2-0.
39-yard
attempt.
That's interesting.
For the Tigers.
Interesting call here.
So they're trying to see if they can extend this to a 2-score advantage. Snaps a little high. The kick is up, and it's blocked.
Good job by the Indians.
And the Indians, you can go back and get this thing. Well, they elect not to since Coahoma was covering in on it.
You can't
run it in. As ICC could have picked it up and ran with it, and Coach Cannon extremely frustrated the Indians let that one lay on the turf like that. So rightfully so. I mean, it's one of those you pick up, and even if you only return it 4 yards, you never know. You might be able to get that one downfield. But the Indians will get it now with a 1st down and 10.
Guys, there's another positive move by our defense. Coahoma, the last 2 series, has had the ball on our side of the 50, and we have stopped them. Our offense has to take advantage of this now.
Talk about some more of our sponsors tonight, one of those being the Cagle Eye Center. Dr. Lori Cagle and the crew at the Cagle Eye Center have been providing comprehensive eye care to Itawamba County and the surrounding areas for years now. You can set up your appointment by calling 862-EYES. That's 862-EYES. 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. Green, your quarterback. He's wanting to drop back to throw. Tries to go the short route to Watts, and Coahoma eats that one up. A gain of maybe a yard on the play.
Pass complete to number 11, Eric Watts.
And tell you what, Coahoma staying aggressive defensively and really not giving ICC very much to do on the offensive side of the ball so far. So it'll be a 2nd down and 9, coming up on 10 minutes here until halftime. Same set here with Watts in the backfield. 3 receivers on the near side. Green wanting to drop back to pass. Here comes pressure. He's going to have to roll out to avoid it. Wants to load up and throw. Chunks it downfield and out of bounds. Thank goodness, because there were 2 guys sitting there ready to pick that one off if he went to Smith.
He was double coverage, and you can't throw against your body, so he threw it out of bounds. Good, smart play by Carson Green. Brad, another 3rd down, 3rd and long here, 3rd and 9 for the Indians.
It's wintertime in this press box.
It's a little chilly.
Well, feel free to go back there and turn that turn the AC off.
Oh, I'm good. I don't want Mr. Jim to burn us out here tonight.
No, I'm fine. You handle the air conditioning.
3rd down and 9, and that pass not even close as it sails 5 yards out of bounds. And Green continues to struggle here at that quarterback position. And guys, a note worth making here tonight is the fact that our backup quarterback, Red Parker, not available due to injury. And so the Indians, with only 1 quarterback available tonight, and it's going to be on the shoulders of Green to get it figured out.
And he's on the ground down there trying to stretch something out. He's a little banged up.
Unless you got Azarius Smith who has to come in.
So Smith is the backup quarterback as Green coming to the sideline to be looked at by trainers as another Little Caesars punt and another booming kick.
Wow,
what a kick as this is going to hit.
Did that touch him?
Going to be rolling down by the Indians. And I was like you, Jim. I thought it might have hit the Coahoma player. But that time, boom, what a kick off the foot of Price Nixon.
Now, why don't you bring it up to the 27-yard line?
That's where we touched it.
Oh, we did touch it there. Okay. Want to make sure. Thank you.
59-yard kick.
Woo! What a kick.
There by Nixon. And I'll tell you what, guys, Nixon has been very solid for the Indians kicking the football this year.
Adam, you got Southern Miss up 20-2 right now on Louisiana. So that's in this first quarter.
It'll be a 1st down and 10 here for Coahoma. They lead at 6-0, 9.5 to go until halftime. And they're going to quarterback keep this time as he's going to tuck it and get out to the 30-yard line. Yeah, big ball game for Southern Miss. They let classes out for this game. A great job to get some national exposure there for the Eagles. Not only that, how about game day coming to Jackson this weekend? That's going to be fun.
That should be fun.
We may have to make a tour down that way on our way to Gulf Coast.
Guys got Azarius Smith warming up down there on the sideline.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 as the handoff here by the Tigers, and missed tackles again by the Indians. And the Tigers get the ball all the way.
Don't do it. They're going to throw a flag.
That's going to be a flag, and now here we go.
3's out. They're going to be offsetting penalties.
Hat was thrown, and now the referees having to separate the 2 teams here, and not what you need this late in the season. And
it was okay for him to grab him, but when you kept going after he was out of bounds and you start slinging, he didn't. I mean, his momentum grabbed, but once he grabbed, you got to let go, and he did not. He continued out of bounds and still slung him down. Our player did, by the way.
So the ball ended up at the 41-yard line, and they're going to talk this one over here as the referee threw the flag, then threw his hat right behind it. And so what should happen on this sense, and it's just going to be a technicality. They're actually going to mark the ball back a little bit further here, as this should be offsetting penalties, but one after the play was over. And so the referees are going to talk this one over. Still talking this one over, and
the Coahoma player retaliated and hit our guy in the face.
They kind of gave him a shove, if you will.
It was in the face mask.
Let's continue to talk about some of our sponsors. Bank Oklahoma, a new name, same great service that North Mississippi has come to know and expect over the last 75 years. John Harrod and the staff at Bank of Oklahoma is proud to support ICC Athletics. Also, your State Farm Insurance agent, Brandon Poland, for all your insurance needs. Whether it be home, auto, or life, give State Farm Insurance agent Brandon Poland a call at 862-9648. That's 862-9648, and get a free quote on your insurance needs today. You can also check him out. New building down there on South Adams Street. Look for the big red sign there in Fulton, the ICC Wesley Foundation.
The play is the first down by Coahoma. We have fouls on host team after the play. Personal foul, late hit, number 14 on the defense. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 3 on the offense. Penalty is offset. It's number 3 for unsportsmanlike conduct of the game for Coahoma. First down, Coahoma.
And there you get the explanation. The late hit and the unsportsmanlike, they offset. The ball will stay at the 50. If anything, guys, that's a break for the Indians. Because that should have been another 15 yards on that play afterwards. So
yeah, had Coahoma not fired back, and again, I understand the frustration, but had they not, then yes, you're attacking on more.
So it'll be a first down and 10, ball at the 50-yard line. The ICC Wesley Foundation, which is located right across the street from the Davis Event Center, they're proud to sponsor tonight's action. They worship on Tuesday nights. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook at ICC Wesley.
What a
handoff and a big hole across the way and a big-time gain there again by Coahoma. And another first down here.
They pulled a guard on that play, Adam, and that guard didn't even have a lineman to block, so he was able to bust up through the hole to make a secondary block up in there. Normally your lineman's kicking somebody out, another D lineman or somebody, and heck, the hole was already open.
So the ball out to the 36-yard line would be first down and 10, 8:15 to go. Pass out to the flats here. And
how about holding right there?
Yep. Where was that last Saturday? A couple of plays, but
that's holding all over the place.
Yep.
Right there.
So a holding here against Coahoma. And to back them up in this situation. And
number 4, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, the receiver out there held the DB, our DB on that side right there. See, the pass was thrown out to the receiver. Basically, you were looking at a one-on-one block scenario there. If they were able to hold the block legally,
yeah, right.
Then
well, they did hold the block.
Yeah, he held it for sure,
but not legally.
So back them up here to be first down and 20 here for the Tigers. The ball now at the 46-yard line with 8 minutes to go until halftime. Receiver in motion coming to the bottom of your screen here. Instead, it's going to be a handoff and bounces it to the outside and a nice open field tackle. That was number 22 for the Indians, Phil Oliver. If he doesn't make that play, that young man's got a lot of green grass in front of him.
Well, that was just him cutting back, seeing that the hole wasn't there, because they pulled another guard to actually to the left side now of Coahoma, their left side, and it wasn't open. And we had busted that play up on that side, so the running back cut it back that time and found a little green grass on that side.
So it'll be second down and 19 after the gain of 1. Coahoma dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Now the Indians had him wrapped up for a second, broke the tackle, and was able to throw it forward. It does fall incomplete, but, man, the Indians were back there, guys. Just couldn't hang on to him.
Yeah, what a good job of flushing him out back there and pressuring him to make a throw that, again, it really wasn't open. And so, again, good job by Etowamba right there to flush him out.
So third down and 19 now here for the Tigers. Ball is at the 45-yard line. Got to get it all the way out just about to the 25 for the first down. Two receivers on the far side of the field, one here at the bottom. They do have an H-back who stays in to block. ICC bringing pressure. Plenty of time to throw. He's got a man, and it's caught, but it's going to be enough for the first down.
Had too much time, guys. Had time to find us wide receiver.
Well, it's going to be close. They're going to say move the chains.
Move it.
And you had double coverage, too. The safety picked up on the deep route right there. Our DB was covering number 2 down there for Coahoma, which was that's Willis. And so the safety cheated over and went over with him. So you had double coverage on Willis, single coverage on the guy that caught the ball.
So man in motion once again towards the bottom of your screen here for the Tigers. Handoff to the long running back. He is hit at the line of scrimmage, but is able to bully his way forward and is going to be knocked down.
Yeah, minimal gain
Got
there.
about 1 yard, I believe.
Good job there by ICC's defense to stack that up.
Number 25, Marvin Sanders with the carry.
Guys, we do have another Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. 14-0 Etowamba AHS over Mooreville. That's going on right down the road from us here. 3:24 to go in the first quarter. Your situation here in Fulton, 6-0. Coahoma with the lead with 6 minutes to go until halftime. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll have the Little Caesars halftime report as well as the ICC All-American Band. You don't want to miss that at halftime. Play clock down to 5 seconds. They finally get the snap off. Quarterback wanting to throw, plenty of time. Has a man open in the flats and, well, just doing about 3 yards behind him. He was open, so that was a break for the Indians.
Pass incomplete will bring up 3rd down and 9 for Coahoma.
Yeah, I tried to remove part of my headset a minute ago, and the skin on my ear went with it. So I will be keeping this on throughout the remainder of the game and probably tonight when I go home.
So 3rd down and 9, 5:45 to go here. Oh, Mr. Jim telling you to suck it up, Junior.
No. I know he will. He's a warrior. He's a warrior.
3rd down and 9 here for Coahoma. As a man coming in motion here for the Tigers to the bottom of your screen for those watching on letsgoicctv.com.
We're bringing the house.
Picked up nicely there by Coahoma. Now it's going to be a foot race to the outside. Indians got the edge, and was he able to stay in bounds long enough?
Yeah, they're going to say he did.
Looks like it. It's going to be a first down.
He stuck the ball out in front of him and evidently got the first down.
Coach Johnson's helping me out up here, Adam. He feels sorry for me. He saw that my ear's bleeding, and he's closing a window. And I think he was cold, too. He just didn't want to say that.
I agree.
Handoff this time on first down. It's going to be given to the running back, Jackson, wearing 0.
He danced around back there too long. You can't do that.
No gain.
I mean, it's good for ICC, but he danced around back there. I mean, the play never developed, and he wasn't able to find a hole. And so, again, can't do that. So it was busted up. Good tackle by ICC. A loss.
Loss of yard.
Yeah, loss of 1.
So it'll be 2nd down and 11 here. 4:48 to go until halftime. ICC still trailing this one 6-0 to Coahoma. So the Tigers with it, trying to build on this 6-0 lead. Handoff one more time in the backfield. The Indians ready for it that time, and a good stop by the Indians.
Yeah, don't do it. Getting a little emotional down there. But again, that was a great job right down there by Smith. Linebacking position down there. Did a great job of fighting off his block to make the tackle.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11. No gain on that previous play. Clearly 4-down territory here for Coahoma as they're taking their time here. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Do have this tight end here on the near side, so you want to make sure you don't lose track of him on the play, as it is Johnson, your quarterback, as he's going to get the snap. ICC bringing pressure, throwing to the corner of the end zone, and just overthrows it that time. And I think they were looking for that H-back to kind of drag across the middle. ICC had it covered nicely. And so it'll be 4th down and 11.
Ray, they're going to try another field goal. I'm a little surprised because they struggled tonight in the kicking game. They missed the extra point. We blocked the field goal. They're going to try another one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, of course, now I realize you're looking at a 4th and 11 situation here, but with their struggles in the kicking game, I'm with you. But now they may boot this one right on in.
Might knock this in there. 33-yard attempt.
So waiting the snap here. The snap's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is wide right, no good, and we'll keep it at 6-0 here. Guys, here's kind of my thinking if I'm Coahoma right now. The way your defense has played and held ICC to, anemic numbers here in the first half. If you can make this a 2-score ball game, you got to feel pretty good with the way your defense is playing.
Well, that's the reason why the last one, I definitely wouldn't have kicked the one before it.
Right.
And this one right here, I mean, with, again, like you say, with the way their kicking game has looked and the way our special teams thus far has looked, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have kicked that one either. What have you got to lose in a sense? You're up 6-0, 3.5 minutes left till half. And, again, their defense has played very well against our offense. But we do have Green back out there. I did say Smith was warming up for us, and he was, but I guess that was a just in case.
So Smith does stay in at quarterback. You got 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Watts in the backfield. Green dropping back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Now rolls out. Loads up and going to throw it down the side, and it's going to be. Is he going to have one?
He was out.
Yep. The 1 foot came in bounds, but the foot before that was out of bounds. So just unfortunate there, but what a heck of an effort by Smith to even make that close.
Well, that was Smith noticing that his quarterback was in trouble. The route was not right there. That was not the original route. So he came back and was coming back to help the quarterback and help Green. So, again, a throw and a catch there, but out of bounds.
And a good throw by Carson Green.
So 3:26 to go here until halftime. ICC trying to see if they can find a way to take the lead just before the half. Not when you do that, though, as that one was telegraphed, pick 6, and a touchdown by the Tigers.
Pass intercepted and returned for a touchdown by number 18.
Guys, Green kind of got locked in on the pass that time, and easy read by the defensive back, and it's now 12-0 Coahoma.
They've been jumping those short routes all night, and like you say, we were just one time away from them getting one, and they've been jumping them, and they've had hands on them all night. And, again, he's not looking anybody off. And I realize that's easy. It's not as easy. It's easier for me to sit up here and say it than to do it. But there again, that's what's happening down there, and the defense is reading it, and they're able to jump. Now, I don't know if they're thinking about they may be thinking about going for 2.
They didn't have the proper players on the field as they were all celebrating on the sideline, but I'm with you in this situation. I don't know that I'm not going to go for 2 to try to just get back that missed kick.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm going to say you haven't gotten close on a kick so far.
I think they're going to do it. I think they're going for 2.
That's what you need to do in this situation. Also want to talk about some more of our sponsors. The Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. They're located at 499 Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. The Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi is the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Also want to thank First American National Bank and remind you that ICC fans, you can show your school spirit with the First American National Bank exclusive ICC debit card. Visit FAMB.bank. That's FANB.bank for more information. And guys, you're right. They're going to break out of that timeout and come up and set up here for the 2-point conversion to try to get back that missed point on the first touchdown. A pick 6 by the Tigers. That was number 18, Joshua Alexander, that was able to reel that one in.
Wow. They sent the tight end out.
Indians showing pressure. Slant is there. Did he hang on to it?
Saying yes.
Yes, he did, and they'll get the 2-point conversion.
And one-on-one coverage down there, quick slant that was focused. You had your 4 down here on the bottom. The focus was down there. They moved the tight end out at the last minute. Quick slant in, easy throw and catch.
Give their staff credit. That's a good offensive play, as you mentioned. Had wide receivers all deep to the left. Found the one man to the right. Throw and catch, 14-0 Coahoma, 3:18 until halftime.
Tommy Morgan, real estate agent. Ricky Murphy, when you're creating a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready to make a move into your forever home, call TM Realtors agent Ricky Murphy at 842-3844. That's 842-3844 to discuss your next move. You can also find him on Facebook. He was the guy that helped me find my house, and I strongly suggest Ricky there. He's a former member of the ICC All-American Band, which we'll be seeing perform here in the next 3:18 on this one as we're getting set for another First American National Bank kickoff from the Tigers.
ICC's got 2 timeouts left. Now, there again, I'm at a tall task here from what the offense has done tonight, but do they have time to put points on the board? Yes.
And we need a shot and arm, a positive shot and arm right here.
And this kick is going to be angled towards the sideline and bobbled by the Indians at the 15 and eventually picked up. And now is going to try to spin forward out to the 30. The ball's free on the turf. And Coahoma's saying they've got it. And so they're going to have to dig this one off the...
They're saying he's down, wasn't he?
Maybe he was down, yeah. So it's going to stay... They're going to say fumble recovered by ICC. Boy, that could have been disastrous if the Indians turned the ball over there. But now ICC will have it 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line with 3:12 to go until halftime. Guys, we've got to have something.
All right, now we're bringing Smith out of quarterback
in.
So this is going to be Smith, who is our top receiver on the season, coming in at quarterback now for the Indians. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Brooks is your running back. And Smith is going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle, and it's going to spin forward. And still going to fight forward out to about the 40-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 8 on first down.
All right, now that's where you're going to get a different look when you got Smith back there, and the quarterback position is the wheels, is the feet. And that's not what you have with Green. Green is obviously not a running quarterback. He's more of a drop-back throw or handoff, whatever. Here you go with Smith. He's a dual threat. Of course, we still haven't seen him throw much this year, but as far as that dual threat right now, I'm sure Coahoma hasn't seen a lot on him either as far as defensively.
So second down and 2. Smith is going to keep again this time. Takes it around the end and is going to be hit. He spins forward. And that's going to be a first down for the Indians, brought to you by Davis Ford.
Brought down to the 43-yard line.
So honk the horn and move the chains. That first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. They're located at 904 West Main Street right here in Fulton. Visit them online at davisfordsales.com to experience the Davis Ford difference.
Yeah, when you can establish something like that, then Coahoma's going to back off the pass some, and they're not going to play as much of the pass because they don't know what Smith's going to do. So there again, that's what can help.
And Smith is going to keep again this time, and this time Coahoma was dedicated to stopping the run.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've run it twice, and that's fine, but Smith kept it both times, and now the third time he kept it, they're ready.
So a loss of 4 on the play. It'll be a second down and 14 situation.
Green coming back in.
And so it looks like it's going to be one of those situations where it's a passing situation. They're going to bring Long back in as Smith will head to the sidelines. Or actually, I said Long. I think it was Green I meant to say.
Sorry.
I was thinking of Buddy Long and all the fine folks at Coke.
There you go. Throw it in there.
I'm waiting to get my cold Coca-Cola at halftime.
If it's sitting outside in this room, it'll be cold.
Ooh, don't you know, some ice flakes and a Coke, you can't beat that.
Like a refrigerator in here.
So second down and 14. Green is going to set back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Loads up, goes downfield. Throwing into double coverage, and nearly picked off again by the Tigers as they were looking to go for number 5 that time, Sangren. I think if the young man from Coahoma would have been more worried about the football versus talking smack after breaking up the pass, he probably would have picked that one off.
Third down, 3rd and 14, minute 6 left halftime. Coahoma 14, ICC 0. Now, Brad, you'd be colder if you're outside in the elements. We're in a press box.
I think it's warmer outside than it is in here.
You should be thankful we're up in a press box.
I mean, I don't know what's going on around here.
So it's going to be a third down and 14 situation here for the Indians.
I'm worried about my health now.
I'm concerned.
Green steps up in the pocket, throws, got a man, and is going to be caught at the 50-yard line. So to bring up a fourth down and about 2.
Go for it.
And I'm with you in this situation. You're trailing 14-0 and really have nothing to lose in this situation. But it looks like ICC is going to send the punting unit out with less than a minute to go here until halftime. Brad, you owe Nina Strother a hug as she has turned off the air conditioner.
Thank you. Lord have mercy.
You, Nina.
My feet are stuck to the tile floor. I mean, I don't even have a nose anymore. I think it fell off. It's the coldest room I've ever been in.
So 4th and 3 here, and the Indians are going to punt this one away and nearly blocked.
He gets off a good one.
And a beautiful kick is going to hit it in 5 and roll into the end zone, though, as Price Nixon once again just absolutely sending cannons off his foot tonight. But unfortunately, that would be a touchback. And Coahoma will have it with 49 seconds to go here until halftime. 2 timeouts. ICC defense needs to come up with a play.
Sam, that was 50 yards.
Dr. Allen is sending his condolences there, Brad, saying that if he needs to, he can come up here and turn the heater on for you.
Right now, just anything to thaw me out a little will work.
So it'll be a first down and 10 here. Ball is at the 20. 49 seconds to play until halftime. Be sure and stay tuned. We've got the ICC All-American Band coming your way. You most definitely don't want to miss that halftime performance. So Coahoma with the football. 2 receivers on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle and a big run there on first down. That is going to be Skipper on the carry. Good for a gain of 12, and that'll move the chains.
Carry by number 3, TJ Skipper.
Adam, Coahoma has 2 timeouts also, and they got the ball at their own 32-yard line. Clock running, 40 seconds till halftime. And they've ran it again.
Skipper again, and guess what? He's got the first down and then some.
They're going to think about
and
now, some points now.
So they're going to take a timeout with 33 seconds to play here. We'll keep it here
Well, that's the reason why you and I add them up here, because had they gone for it and not gotten it, that would about get them very close to the field goal range right now with those two plays. So, again, there's a reason I'm sitting up here and I'm not on the sidelines.
Well, you want to know one of the reasons why I'm sitting up here?
Because it's cold.
It's to talk about our fine sponsors. One of those being Samstown Market. Samstown Market is your source for fresh meat, produce, dairy, and local products. They're located on the Highway 371 North. I like to call it the heart of Manatee. But stop by and see Sam's Ferris and all the fine folks there at Samstown Market today. If we didn't have soccer on Saturday, that's where I would be. I still may make the road trip over to Sam's to get some of that. Anytime I throw something on the grill, that's where it's from, guys.
Sam's sitting here thinking he wishes he had a freezer that worked this good at his meat market down there.
So it is first down and 10. Ball on the positive side of the 50. Let's call it the 49 here for Coahoma with 33.4 seconds to play. Coahoma dropping back to pass, plenty of time to throw. Now the pocket breaks down. Quarterback loads up, chunks it downfield, and in and out of the arms of an ICC defender as it falls incomplete, and that will stop the clock with 25 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, it's good coverage by Etowama downfield. Did a good job right there, and, of course, the quarterback was flushed out again. Kind of had to throw on the run a little bit there, so good job by ICC defense. They've got to find a way to hold Coahoma now with 25.2 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Go ahead.
It will be second down and 10 here for the Tigers. Ball is basically at midfield. Two receivers on both sides of the football. Johnson dropping back to throw. Indians bring pressure again. Now Johnson's flushed out of the pocket. Will run downfield and get out of bounds. He'll be ushered out of bounds that time on a hard hit by Josh Pack. But he does get out of bounds to stop the clock with 18.7 seconds to play.
I think he's a little short, too, of the first.
Third down and 1.
So let's call it a third down and 1 situation here for the Tigers. And guys, with 18 seconds, you know this is going to be a 4-down situation here for Coahoma. As they're going to bring in one of their taller wide receivers right now. This is Shamar Crawford. That will come here towards the bottom of your screen wearing number 23. Indians need to see if they can come up with a sack. It'll be a big opportunity here to see if they can get out of here and keep it a 14-0 ball game. Johnson steps up, unloads over the middle of the field. He's got a man wide open, and that's going to be a touchdown. 40-yard touchdown toss as ICC just got lost in that secondary, and big-time play there by Coahoma now to go up 20-0 here at just before halftime.
We had some pressure from outside both our linebackers. He stepped up into the pocket, had man-to-man coverage. Defensive back got beat. Great pass. Touchdown, Coahoma.
Once again, Coahoma kind of getting caught up celebrating on the sideline as they're looking back to see if they can get someone to come in and on the kicking unit here.
They've got one timeout.
And they're going to have to burn it. And, boy, I don't want to be that young man late coming onto the field right now because this is the second time that Coahoma has been caught in that situation. We'll keep it here with 11.5 seconds to go and remind you of the State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland. For all your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life, give State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland a call at 862-9648. That's 862-9648. You can set up an appointment and get a free quote for all your insurance needs today. That's Brandon Poland, your State Farm Insurance Agent here in Itawamba County. So, once again, getting ready for this extra point attempt here for the Tigers. This is Josh Eves that will put a foot into it. He kicks it, and this one is good. 21-0, Coahoma with the lead. We'll keep it here with 11.5 seconds to go until halftime. And, guys, we'll kind of start our halftime conversation right now as we're getting ready for this First American National Bank kickoff. And, Brad, you alluded to it earlier in the contest. There just hasn't been a lot of excitement, a lot of life for this ICC football team. And Coahoma, that's been the opposite. They came in looking to win this final ball game of the year. The Indians have got to find something at halftime to just wake them up.
Yeah, they're going to have to make some adjustments. And again, offensively, and I'm not saying right there, defense gave up a huge play right there.
Oh, yeah.
Defense, that's on them right there too. But defensively, we stayed in it here until recently. I mean, we kept it at 6-0. And again, offense, similar to last week at East, we just aren't able to produce. And so they're going with a little pooch kick there, excuse me. And so offense has got to put something together. They're going to have to go in there and put something on the drawing board. And I'm not mistaken, we don't get the ball to start second half, do we?
We do not.
They do.
They
So,
do.
Mr. Ingram, backs against the wall.
Back is against the wall. We're down 21-0. Looks like it here at halftime. And you're right, Brad. Our defense has played well until that last series. Our offense has not moved the ball, and our defense is tired being on the field. We're going to have to regroup at halftime and find a way to get the offense going. Coahoma's playing very well tonight. Give them a lot of credit. 7 seconds till halftime. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be 21-0 at halftime.
Yeah, I expect ICC to kneel on this and go in at the half. You got 7 seconds left here. There's no reason to try to do anything fancy. Kneel on it and go in and try to regroup.
There was a 5-yard penalty on Coahoma at the end of the play there, so the Indians looks like they are going to take the knee and head to halftime down to this one 21-0. That is what they do here, and boy, that's kind of just been the tale of the tape as Carson Green looks to be shaken up after taking a knee as he is slow to get up on the field. We know he's had some injuries throughout the season, and he is slow to head off the field here. 21-0 is your score here at halftime. We're going to take a break here, a few words from our sponsors, and come back with the ICC All-American Band right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza, pizza?
Again!
Harder, readier! Let's go, let's go!
Pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. No! Pull! High five!
Pizza, pizza!
Come on!
Wow. Pizza, pizza!
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis. Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Your score here at halftime, 21-0. ICC trailing Coahoma at halftime. We're getting set for the ICC All-American Band. But before we do that, we're going to recognize the sophomores that put in so much hard work, so much dedication to be the best band in all of JUCO, as we're going to take you to the field and get to hear those names called out tonight. They deserve this just as much as anybody, so let's go to the field.
The sophomore members of the All-American Marching Band. Kaya Baker, Jeremiah Barrett, Jada Bell, Abby Blanton, Allie Blanton, Tori Bradley, Jared Brownlee, Eric Bryan, Bailey Caples, Celeste Clayton, Mikey Coleman, Mallory Dabbs, Aaron Dancy, Taquez Daniels, Taylor Doss, Maddie Fant, Hunter Fleming, Michael Franklin, Sidney Freeman, Gavin Gann, Mackenzie Gates, Anna Gregory, Kyra Grimes, Alex Hidalgo, Gabby Hill, Anna Hogan, Destiny Holmes, Layton Hood, Mickey Hood, Elena Holland, Gracie James, Jeremiah Jethro, Lauren Johnson, Laura Lee Johnson, Andy Jones, Aaliyah Jones, Ethan Kelly, Sarah Knowles, Jordan Laney, Anna Langford, Hillary Little, Renee Martinez, Abby Mason, Ashton McIntosh, Madison McIntosh, Gray Melendez, Jay Melton, Lindy Montz, Shelby Morrison, Caleb Murrell, Caroline Nestor, Cody O'Bannon, Brady Peacock, Maddie Pounders, Willie Quinones, Dulce Ramirez, Tanaya Roby, Yuli Rocha, Rebecca Rogers, Sanaya Shumpert, DJ Sloan, Kenneth Stockman, Lexi Tabbs, Luke Taylor, Leslie Torres, Brian Valentin Colon, Kendrick Vaughn, Jatsari Vilmas, Jamesia Walker, Anna Claire Warren, Gracie Witt, Alex Williams, Elizabeth Willis, Jordan Wilson, Lyra Winders, Logan Woods, Emma Worsham, Max Wright, Alicia Young, Morgan Young, and Ryan Young. ICC appreciates your time, effort, and the countless hours that you have spent in preparation for all the spectacular performances by the All-American Band. You are the best.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni.
Cheesy crust edge?
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Fancy comes from here. 'Cause if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today.
Yeah! Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza, pizza?
Again!
Harder, readier! Let's go, let's go! Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. No! Pull! High five!
Pizza, pizza!
Come on!
Pizza, pizza!
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting the start of the ICC All-American Band performance. 21-0, Coahoma with the lead here at the half. Let's take you to the field for tonight's performance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coahoma Community College is proud to present to you the 2022 ICC All-American Marching Band. We are thrilled to perform for you this year's program, Seasons. We open our program this evening with the 1935 George Gershwin aria, Summertime, from the opera Porgy and Bess. And now, the ICC All-American Marching Band. Now we present the 1978 Earth, Wind & Fire hit, September, featuring our Indianette dancing. program continues with the 1987 Bengals cover single, Hazy Shade of Winter, featuring our percussion section. Close tonight's performance with music from the 1939 movie, The Wizard of Oz, entitled Over the Rainbow. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 ICC All-American Marching Band. Drum majors for the ICC All-American Band are Alex Hidalgo of Mantachi, Mallory Dabbs of Middleton, Lindy Mox of Morville, Taylor Brown of Amory, and Zeta Patterson of Itawamba. Color guard captains are Hillary Little of Collierville, Tennessee, and Aaron Dancy of Aberdeen. Indianette instructor is Mandy Eaton. The ICC All-American Marching Band is under the direction of Christy Colburn, Brennan Eaton, Eric Simmons, and Ryan Todd. Thank you and good evening.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza, pizza?
Again!
Harder, readier! Let's go, let's go! Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. No! Pull! High five!
Pizza, pizza!
Come on!
Pizza, pizza!
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza, pizza.
Again.
Harder, readier. Let's go, let's go! Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. No! Pull! High five!
Pizza, pizza.
Come on!
Pizza, pizza.
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just moments away from the start of the second half here in Fulton. ICC trailing Coahoma 21-0. Guys, if there's one positive trailing 21-0 right now at halftime, this isn't the first time we've been here and been able to come back and pick up a win this season, as ICC trailed 21-0 to Northeast at halftime. We're able to come back and pick up the win in overtime, so this one far from over.
You're right, Adam. We've done it before. Did it this year against a good Northeast team. We're just going to have to show a little bit more enthusiasm, get our offense going, because the defense is tired. They've been out on the field a long time, but we can do it. But we got to start early here in the third period. Adam, correct me if I'm wrong. It was 21-21 ICC Northeast at the end of the third quarter. We scored 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. We got to at least put 2 touchdowns on the board here in this third quarter and hold them, Brad.
Well, I'm sure that's what Coach Cannon talked to them about and reminded them that they can do that. But you're talking about that defense being tired. They're gonna have to come up with a stop early, because we are having to kick off to them again due to we lost the coin toss. So we received the first half. They're receiving to start the second.
This First American National Bank kickoff is going to be taken at the 10-yard line by the Tigers. They're going to try to go across field. They've got a block right up the middle. Now they're across the 40 to the 50. Foot race here to the 40, and a open field tackle made by the Indians. And I tell you what, Lady Mo still wearing that maroon and white, as that was a big-time return there for the Tigers.
You're right, Adam. No flags. Great return. They moved it all the way down to our 30-yard line, 1st and 10, Coahoma. Not like we wanted to start, Brad, but our defense has got to step up and stop them here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles back there on special teams by Itawamba. He had a couple of opportunities to get to the receiving guy, but the guy receiving the kick just didn't do it.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 here. Ball at the 30-yard line here for the Tigers. They lead it 21-0. Had a pick 6 and then a big, long touchdown pass in the latter stages of that second quarter to be able to take that lead. And there's another big-time run, as that is Jacoby Jackson. And that was one of those that Coach Cannon talked about in his pregame show, maybe one of the most underrated running backs in this league.
You're right, Adam. Got positive yardage, got 11 yards, 1st and 10. The ball's at our 19-yard line.
So the Tigers with it, trying to build on this 21-0 lead after the big return on the First American National Bank kickoff to start the second half here. Tight end in motion now here for the Tigers. Indians showing pressure off the edge, and it's going to be a handoff once again. The Indians trying to stack him up, refusing to go down there, and eventually the whistles will blow and stop the play.
Well, why not? If you're Coahoma, run the ball. You're up 21-0, and you're doing a great job running the ball right now. And so, they already got a first down this half already, running the ball. Why not? And again, like I said, they've got a great running back there with Jackson.
So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now here for Coahoma. 13:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback waiting the snap, now gets it. Indians showing pressure, steps up away from it, and is going to get out and will have the 1st down and then some. Jumps over a guy and lands out of bounds right about the 2-yard line. It looks like they were actually marking back at the 4, so he stepped out before then. So just one of those darned if you do, darned if you don't. When you put pressure on Johnson, he's able to get free and run out there.
No doubt about it, Adam. They got 1st and goal. They're putting the ball, as you mentioned, at our 4-yard line. Got to find a way to stop them here. We're early in the 3rd period, 21-0. Coahoma's up already starting the 3rd period.
Give is going to be to Jackson that time, and the Indians chase him out wide and force him out of bounds. Little to no gain on the play that time for the Tigers.
Good job by our defense. No gain then. 2nd down and goal. The ball's at the 4-yard line. Just started the 3rd quarter, 21-0. Coahoma up, 12:30 clock running 3rd period.
So as Jim mentioned, no gain on the play. Be 2nd and goal to go here for the Tigers. Jackson staying in at quarterback. Johnson still your quarterback. This time, the Indians had him in the backfield, was able to use a stiff arm to get outside, lowers his head, gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, guys, we've said it a lot tonight.
Got a flag back there.
Flag, celebration.
So hold everything.
That'll be the touchdown account be a penalty on the kickoff, I believe, Adam.
Yeah. It will be.
So they'll talk this one over here. But, guys, we've said it a lot tonight. Let's take it.
After the play, and smoking on Sunday, after number 50. That 15-yard penalty will be a 1st and kickoff. That's number 50. 1st and 4th comeback of the game for Coahoma.
Well, the funny thing is, he was still doing it on the sidelines when he got over there.
Oh, yeah, he was
doing the same thing.
Oh, my goodness.
And so, of course, I realize you went up 27-0, but
I would say that's a coaching moment for the coach to mention to the player, you might not want to do that here on the sidelines after you just cost us 15 yards.
I like how you put that, a coaching moment.
Yes, a coaching moment.
That's really not how I would put it, but that's a good way of putting it.
That is the politically correct way of putting it.
Yes.
As we're waiting this extra point here by Coahoma, as the officials getting everything situated there. But, guys, we've talked about it. Had him in the backfield. A good stiff arm, was able to break away from there and able to take that one in from about 4 yards out for the touchdown. So waiting the extra point here from Coahoma. They lead it 27-0. The snap, the kick, and it is no good.
Off to the right.
27-0. ICC trails this one. We're going to take a break and hear a word from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me. And the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance. And I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want. And I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back as it's 27-0 Coahoma after a beautiful kick return and eventually set up the touchdown on the opening drive here of the second half. Now ICC should get good field position after the unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown backs up Coahoma 15 yards on this First American National Bank kickoff. And guys, it's to the point right now for ICC, if you're going to start thinking about making a comeback, it has to start now.
No doubt, Adam. We're down 27-0, 12 minutes left in the third period. We don't have time to waste. We've got to make some moves now, Brad.
You know, one thing that's kind of a positive note, I have a rule of 28. I like to say usually the first team that scores 28, not say 28-0, but say if it's 28-24, the first team that hits that 28 mark typically wins. Well,
gotta go out of bounds.
Coahoma has not hit 28 points yet.
No, they have not hit it yet.
So
that's a positive statement.
Yeah, positive note for a fictitious rule of Gore. So this kick will go out of bounds. And if I'm the Indians, I don't know if I back them up and make them re-kick it as much as they struggle kicking the ball. And that's what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I like this decision here to force them to kick it again. And so Coahoma will have another First American National Bank kickoff here. ICC fans, show your school spirit with the First American National Bank exclusive ICC debit card. Visit FANB.bank. That's FANB.bank for more information.
Brad, they're kicking from their 15-yard line. We should have great field position and need to take advantage of this field position.
And so waiting to kick here is the kicker moving one of his guys out of the way. And this kick is kicked downfield. This time it'll be taken at the 35. ICC will return it. Mosley will get it out near the 50-yard line. And again, a lot of pushing and shoving going on after the plays, and that's something the referees need to take care of, especially on a night like tonight. It don't take much to spark that powder keg, as it'll be first down and 10 here for the Indians.
We'll have it first down here. It looks like it's going to be at the 49 of the Indians, Mr. Ingram. So right there on it. So the nose of the football is going to be on the 49. So great field position, as you mentioned. We do have Azarius Smith coming out to line up as quarterback. I know we said Carson looked like he limped off there in the first half at halftime. So we got Azarius Smith lining back up out there at quarterback.
And speaking of that, I just got a update from Coach Andy Kirk, who is our sideline reporter tonight. He is saying that he said coming out at halftime that Green is questionable to return here in the second half, as that carry there from Smith, good for a yard, bring up second down and 9.
The Green is stressed out. He's on the sidelines by our coaches. It looks like he is available. You know, Brad, we don't like to say this is almost a must situation, but we really need to get some points on this drive. We're down 27-0, 11.5 minutes left in the ball game. Take advantage of this field position right now.
Smith fakes the throw out and is going to run it up the middle, and Coahoma ready for it. Only a gain of 1, so to bring up a third down and 8 situation. Real quick, some scores from around the area. Ripley leading Pontotoc 23-7. That's at halftime. Itawamba AHS, they're up 34-6 at halftime. Choctaw County leading Calhoun City 21-8 at halftime. East Wester over Bruce 14-0. That's also halftime. And Kossuth is up on Hatley 28-0 at half. So third down and 8 is the situation here for the Indians. Smith loading up to throw for the first time tonight, and it's complete.
Pass complete from Azaria Smith to number 1.
Let's go back and look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay, and that's the biggest play of the night offensively for the Indians.
The 31-yard line, that completion moves the chain.
Great adjustment there by Davis to reel that one in, and now ICC will have it first and 10. And looks like Coahoma wants to take a timeout and get reset here defensively. Let's take the timeout with them here from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back out of that timeout, ladies and gentlemen. ICC will have it first and 10. Listen, the ball is at the 31-yard line here. 10:35 to go in the third quarter. ICC trailing Coahoma 27-0 here. And new quarterback in the game is Azarius Smith, and he just completed probably the biggest play of the night out to Davis. So it'll be first and 10. Smith looking to drop back and throw again. This time pressure coming. He's going to have to try to get away from it. Does so. Still looking downfield. He's going to chunk it, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's in and out of the hands of the defensive back for Coahoma. And guys, that's one of those, if you're a receiver for ICC, you got to recognize that ball is underthrown and come back and
got to help him.
Yeah, you got to help him on that sense.
Because a lot of times the offensive player has a better chance to catch that ball coming back to the ball, going forward instead of the defensive player going backward. Not a bad pass at all.
Well, he was flushed out. Sangren was wide open, and so he was flushed out. He could not get the throw off to Sangren, but had he been able to get the throw off to Sangren running a post here, that was a touchdown.
So it'll be second down and 10 now as ICC sending a man in motion, and it's going to be a keeper by Smith. He tries to cut up the middle, but a beautiful open field tackle to mess that one up, as that was Aggie on the tackle, a gain of 1 on the play, 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9 for the Indians.
Yeah, well read there by the Coahoma defense. Brings up a 3rd and 9. Direct snap, what that was, to Zaire Smith, and he just took it.
So Smith will go back with 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Brooks is your H-back. See if they could have jumped him all sides, but they didn't. Smith, you got to get rid of the football. Finally does to Davis, and Davis is going to go forward, and that's going to be good for a first down.
Great job.
Yeah, great job of dumping that off, and the awareness right there of Smith, because he was pressured heavily and had to evade one defensive player for Coahoma and was able to still dump it off out there.
Honk the horn to move the chains. That's going to be a Davis Ford first down here for the Indians. As now they're going to go with a 2 running back set here with Smith. You've got Brooks to one side and Watts to the other. Looks like Brooks got an early jump. Watts is going to be up the middle and carried inside the 10.
All right, you got the run game opening up a little right there, simply part of it being because of Smith and his wheels. And his capability to run the ball, and we've been able to connect on a few passes.
They're actually going to say a first down. I thought it was going to be 2nd and 1, but they do move the chains. So a 1st and goal situation here. Hand off to Watts, and Coahoma says no.
Loss of yardage on the play.
As a loss there that time, and again, a little pushing and shoving going on afterwards. And
2nd down and goal.
One of those situations, if you're the referee, again, I say this, and we've all seen it, guys. You got to take the officials have got to take control of that situation.
No doubt about it, Adam. We don't want this game to get out of hand. Good play by Coahoma. We had a drive going there. We still got a good opportunity here, Brad. We got the ball 2nd and goal. I think the ball's at our 11-yard line. Excuse me, at Coahoma's 11-yard line.
So Smith is going to get the snap. Going to load up, try to go to the corner of the end zone, jump ball. He's caught it, but he's out of bounds. Good coverage there by the Tigers. And a good throw, just put a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good throw because, like you said, it was good coverage. So, again, he put it to where only Sangren could get it. It was just simply because of the good coverage, it was out of bounds.
And so now it'll be a 3rd down and goal from the 11. Smith staying in at quarterback to the injured Green. Indians with 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Brooks is your H-back. Now Indians put 2 guys in motion at the same time. How did they not say the flag was thrown now?
It's going to draw a flag.
And so Smith trying to go up the middle was stacked up and stopped by Coahoma. The Tigers have been stingy defensively tonight, and this is going to be an illegal shift here on the Indians.
I think they might decline it, Adam. Be 4th and goal about our 7.
Yeah, but you could move them back. Yeah, it's iffy right there, Mr. Ingram. Take them because what is it, a 5?
Yes, 5 yard. They're marking the ball at the 9, and if I'm Coahoma, I'd say 4th and goal at 9.
I'm like you. I may go ahead and decline that maybe instead of moving back 5.
So they did elect to decline it here, so ICC will have it.
We got to go.
4th and goal.
Never mind. There again, I'm sitting up here.
And the Indians look like they're going to send on the kicking unit.
8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Indians going to try to get some points on the board.
Be a 26-yarder.
And this is going to be number 38, Price Nixon, on to attempt to kick here for the Indians. So waiting the snap. It's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Indians get on the board on a 26-yard field goal attempt. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for another First American National Bank kickoff. ICC was able to get that 26-yard field goal to make it a 27-3 contest with 7:42 to go here in the third quarter of play. And so ICC getting set to kick this one.
Great job right there by the Indians, able to put together something, get a little drive there with Azarius Smith, again, I guess you'd call him our third string.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that he started the year that way,
No.
but he came in as a receiver. We use him as a receiver.
It's like ICC might be getting
Might be
ready for
doing
an
an
onside
onside.
kick.
No.
They're just going to pop this one up, and a fair catch is going to be taken by the Tigers.
But, again, good job by Smith to come in and do that and hit a deep pass there over the middle. Again, they're focusing on his wheels, and they have been, his feet, because he was effective on his feet early when he came in. So good job there by Smith to come in and produce some points, maybe a little confidence, hopefully boost the Indian defense up a little bit here to say, hey, we're backing you up. We're going to provide you some points. Get us a stop here and get the ball back in our hands.
And Adam Smith, our leading receiver for the year also.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
So one of those you really lose a big-time target there, and Smith having to take over at quarterback. So Coahoma's going to keep it on the ground. We're probably going to see a lot of running from Coahoma here in the rest of this game, as he was bottled up in the backfield but was able to fight forward and get tackled forward for a gain of about 4.
Yeah, I'm like you, Adam. I would expect to see the ball on the ground for Coahoma. They're going to want to melt as much clock. I mean, if they're not milking this play clock, I would be surprised, and they may not. If they snap it early, that's on them. But if I'm them, I'm milking the play clock for all it's worth. They didn't. They snapped it with 20 seconds left on it.
And again, once again, to the running back in the backfield, and he is going to have the first down.
Why are you doing that?
Moving the chains.
I mean, if you're Coahoma, you got 20 seconds still left on there. Why do you snap it that quick?
I don't know if they want to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Adam.
No, ICC's taking a timeout, so we'll keep it here to continue that thought. And it may be one of those that Coahoma's wanting to make a statement. They might want to come out and put on some points here.
And sometimes you get in a rhythm, and if you slow it down, maybe their offensive linemen get out of the rhythm. But I'm like you. You're up 27-3, 6:53. You want to keep the ball on the ground. You want to milk that shot. Shot clock. The clock. And they're staying in rhythm and snapping the ball early. It might help us.
Yeah, and with the season they've had at Coahoma again, and I'm not they won the first 3 games.
Had to forfeit those.
But had to forfeit those, so they're right now due to the forfeits 0-8, 0-5 in the North.
Mm-hmm.
This is. I mean, you're sitting here 27-3, and I mean, I'm wanting to win any way I can get one right now.
Yeah,
but
give them credit for their effort.
Yeah,
tonight.
I agree.
Well, that was a very spirited timeout there as Coach Cannon lighting into his defense after giving up 2 big plays. It'll be first down and 10 now here for the Tigers. Coahoma quarterback complaining about the ICC band playing. Well,
great job. Hold him. There we go. And we did, and that was Antonio Thompson getting back there in the backfield, making the tackle. Also had that, I can't see his number. And it's not because I can't see anymore. It's because it's wrapped up in his jersey. His jersey's rolled up.
Well, a big-time tackle for a loss. I was making the statement there, the quarterback complaining about ICC's band playing. Well, apparently they did not play at East Mississippi this year, as you'd have the band and the video board playing at the same time.
That was Jason Bush, by the way, folks, who got into the backfield first. I couldn't see his number till now when he turned around, but Jason Bush did a good job on that last play, too.
Second down and 20. So we're going to toss this one across the way. Is it caught?
It is.
It is. Man. The Indians back in the backfield again, had a chance to make a play on the quarterback, but a beautiful, strong throw there from Johnson in what was going to be a third down and even longer situation. Now it's going to be a third down and 2 for the Tigers.
It was 2nd and 20. That's got an 18-yard pass. This is a big down here. 3rd and 2. Clock running 5:45 left in the third period. 27-3 Coahoma.
So waiting the snap here is Coahoma taking their time. Now is going to hand off up the middle, and that is going to be good for another first down.
Yeah, good push up front by the Coahoma line, and that's going to move the chains and get them a fresh set of downs.
Man, the Indians just a step away from having it be third down and 25, 26, and instead now they get the big gain, and ICC's got to get off the field here as they make some substitutions, and they just do. They were kind of walking off the field, but then hustled off that time. So it'll be a first down and 10 here for the Tigers. Want to keep it on the ground one more time, and this time the Indians stack it up. But again, still able to fight for it and gain 2 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm keeping it there. If I'm Coahoma, I mean, you got a fresh set. Well, I mean, second down now, and they did get 2 out of that. You're on the 50 now yard line if you're on Coahoma.
Going for the hard snap count that time. ICC holds off. They're going to look towards the sideline.
And taking a little more time, which I would expect.
And they're going to keep it on the ground once again, and ICC is there. Minimum gain of about 1. So we'll bring up about a 3rd down and 7 situation here for the Tigers. And, Brad, I'm with you. They're snapping the ball with 15 seconds left on the play clock.
And handing it off.
I mean, they could stand back there, and there's nothing ICC could do about it other than burning a timeout. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 7 situation with the ball at the ICC 49. Coahoma working left to right on your radio dial for those that are still listening here on Super Talk Mississippi. Dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. He's got a man wide open.
His
knee was down, so that's going to bring him up about a 2 yards short of the 1st down. And, boy, you talk about a big-time break there, Mr. Jim, for the Indians.
No doubt about it. He had open field. He was going to get at least another 10 or 15 yards, but his knee was down when they called it. Cost us a 4th down and 4th and 2.
I'm Coahoma. I'm going for it.
They are.
It looked like about a 4th. Is it a 4th and 1 now? Did he move the ball up?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 2.
It is 2? Okay.
Yep, so 4th and 2 situation here. They do bring the bigger back in, Emmanuel Griffin. But now they're going to go empty backfield. Johnson has shown he's been able to run tonight. But now Griffin does move back in the backfield with Johnson. And they are going to hand it off, and Griffin's going to lower his head, and it's going to be close.
I don't think he got it.
it.
I don't either.
It looks like the Indians have made a stop here, and if it's so, that's going to be a big one. It's going to be a turnover on down, and ICC comes away with the big-time play.
Good job, our defense, Brad. They're not giving up that. They're still playing with enthusiasm, stop the 4th down play. The offense has to take advantage of this field position. Got the ball at our own 43. 3 minutes left in the 3rd period. We're down 27-3. We need to score, and we need to score quickly.
Of course, we talked about it. Smith is still your quarterback in this situation. He was our leading receiver coming into this game. Now basically the 3rd-string quarterback. Red Parker not available due to an injury. Our original 2nd-string quarterback quit the team at the start of the season. So it's just been one of those situations where not a lot of luck for ICC underneath center. Now here comes Smith running through traffic, still dragging people downfield, and he's going to get the ball out near the 40.
Wow.
Good job.
Moves that he made right there. He made several Coahoma defenders miss. Heck of a run right there by Smith.
And so a big-time pickup there. Now it'll be a 1st down and 10, brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton. Visit DavisFordSales.com to experience the Davis Ford difference. As it now 1st and 10 here. Indians trail 27-3. 2:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff to Brooks. Brooks gets to the outside. It's going to be tangled up and tackled, as that time a great open field tackle by Coahoma, or Brooks would still be running.
Well, that was actually a great arm tackle. It wasn't open field, but I think he's feeling the pain of that arm tackle over there, because Brooks is a load to bring down.
Honk the horn and move the chains. That's another Davis Ford 1st down, as Indians trying to march down the field now. Smith still your quarterback. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Smith is going to fake that way. There's a seam. Gets to the outside now. Goes up the middle to the 10. And it's going to be down to the 5. Smith turning on the Jets there. And now ICC knocking on the door. Great read to see how he got around that block. Saw the back of number 5. Knew he needed to cut that one back inside. And now has the ball down to the 5 where it'll be 1st and goal. That's actually called the 6-yard line here for the Indians. Brooks making some changes for Smith at the line of scrimmage. And Smith is going to hand it to Brooks. He's going to try to lower his head. He's bullying, and no, down to the 1.
Wow, what a run right there by Brooks, too. I'm going to tell you, he did. He lowered his shoulder, lowered his head, and he was able to take.
And here we go, some more pushing and shoving after the play.
He was able to take some defenders with him. Now, Brooks was determined on that run, and that was a great run by Brooks.
So the ball will be at the 1-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and goal to go here for the Indians. Inside a minute to play here. ICC needs to stick this one in the end zone. Smith, give us to Brooks one more time. He's going to try to lower his head. He's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a big-time hit, but there is a flag down late on the play, and we're seeing it, a lot of pushing and shoving going on after the plays, and I think that's the official saying, hey, we can't let this happen anymore.
Yeah, it's getting, as we call it, chippy out there, and it's been chippy, but it's still getting chippier as each play goes. So we're going to see what they call here.
Well, there's a player with a helmet off for ICC. I believe that might be Brooks.
Well, it depends on if it got pulled off or if that's part of the foul or if his came off due to the hit.
He's been walked to the sideline, and I don't know. The referee is going to say he can stay in this situation.
So that part of that was the foul then.
I think it's on them. I think it's going to be first and goal at the half-yard line.
Yeah.
So number 44 has been ejected from the game for the unsportsmanlike conduct. And ICC will have it first and goal for the Indians here. And so
Brooks gets to stay. I'm supposing again because of he was involved in the penalty. I wasn't able to see exactly what happened down there.
Gotten quite the mess as they were trying to fight forward, and he came up with his helmet off, and that was Burnett for Coahoma, who was ejected from the contest due to the personal foul penalty. So the clock with 44 seconds to go now until the end of the third quarter. ICC once again knocking on the door, trying to get these fans fired up here in this situation. And the Indians trying to get everyone in line as they're going to reset the play clock. And a lot of confusion right now as the referees finally put the ball in play.
And he started the clock.
So the clock is rolling here as Smith, still your quarterback, will get the snap. He's going to try to follow his blocks and will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Well, guys, that's what we needed right there for ICC to get back into this one. As that was Smith on the 2-yard run as he takes it to the house, and it's now 27-9 in favor of Coahoma. And ICC looks like they're starting to figure a few things out here on offense. The question is there enough time left in this one for the Indians to make a comeback? Waiting on the extra point here as this is Shane Lasher to attempt this one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Don't go anywhere, folks. The Indians trail this one 27-10. 34 seconds to go until the third quarter, to the end of the third quarter. Let's be back with more right after this.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to your transactions. Apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC scores on a 2-yard touchdown run by wide receiver turned quarterback Arzarian Smith, as we'll have another First American National Bank kick coming up here for the Indians. They showed onside earlier. They kicked it deep. We'll see what they elect to do here. That's going to be the same thing, kind of that little pop-up kick. This time they take it and take a knee, and so Coahoma will have it first and 10 with 33.1 seconds to play in this one. Or excuse me, not left to play, but left in the third quarter. So, guys, the Indians put together their best drive of the night, ending in a 2-yard touchdown run by Smith. If the defense can find a way to get the ball back here quickly, ICC not necessarily out of this one just yet.
You're right, Adam. Things have got to go just right. We said right before that possession that we had to score quickly, and we did. Here at the end of the third quarter, we're still down 17 points, Brad, with a quarter left. Things have got to go right for the Indians. It's got to start right now defensively.
So Coahoma with it first and 10. 33 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And again, going to keep it on the ground. ICC, they're in the backfield to make the play.
Well, I mean, again, you got to expect Coahuma's going to run the ball. Again, because they're going to run the quarter out. It's 27-10. They're still ahead here. If they'll milk that clock to their advantage. I'm not sitting here coaching for Coahoma, but dadgum, I mean, they have let a lot of seconds.
This quarter should have already ran out.
That's exactly right.
And they shouldn't snap the ball now, and they're not.
And that's going to do it here for the third quarter. We're going to take a break. Hear a few words from our sponsors, including Renaissance Bank, and be back with more as ICC trying to rally in this one, trailing 27-10 as we head to the fourth.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more, like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back now as we move to the fourth quarter of play. Coahoma 27, ICC 10. On that previous carry, it was a loss of 7, so to bring up second down and 17 here for the Tigers as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram, and Dr. Brad Boggs here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Season finale here for the Indians. Trying to make it a special one if they can find a rally, as this one downfield, and it's going to be caught. And he breaks off one tackle, now trying to go to the middle of the field, and he's still on his feet across the 40, 35-30. And that's just been the case tonight when Coahoma needs the plays and ICC needs to stop. Coahoma has been able to make the big plays when they need them the most.
Brad, give them credit. We thought they were going to run the ball. They threw the long pass, caught us there, made a good play. Give them a lot of credit on the play.
That was a great pass. I mean, the DB was back there in the zone coverage, and the quarterback was able to place it over the DB's head. And so, again, great pass on the end of Coahoma right there to hit that long pass. And now you're looking at 1st and 10 here on the 30.
Well, a man in motion here to the bottom of your screen, and it's going to be a handoff once again to Coahoma. That's going to be ran there by number 3, Skipper. Another positive pickup there on first down. And Brad, I'm like you, Coahoma still snapping that ball with plenty of time left on the clock here, and it's pretty evident they're thinking about scoring. They're not worried about running out the clock to get the win.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, I don't. Where do they stop? Got clock stoppage here.
Well, they're trying to. Oh, they're going to talk to the man. Are you serious right now? So they're going to ask the man not to play until after the ball's been snapped.
So they are.
It's been that way all season. And again, this officiating crew obviously has never been to a place like East Mississippi if they're going to talk to the band about not playing until after the ball snapped.
Okay.
And there's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to bring up a third down and short situation.
All right, so 3rd and short on Edwumba's end of the field here. Looking about on the 23. Let's see how quick they snap this.
So the play clock is at 30 seconds. 3rd down and 3 here for the Tigers. Skipper in the backfield along with quarterback Johnson, who does have the ability to run as well.
Look there. 21 seconds left on the play clock, and they still snapped it.
And they're going to hand it off, and they're going to get the first down, and that'll move the chains as 13 minutes to go in the contest. And that's going to be a first down with the ball at the 20 here for Coahoma. So Pearl River leading East Central 14-0. That's one of the games going on in the South. Of course, the big game down there is Gulf Coast and Jones to see who will win the South. We were keeping an eye earlier on East Mississippi and Delta, and East Mississippi jumped out big in that one.
Colin and Hines tied 21-21.
Colin and Hines tied at 21.
Have we got a northeast-northwest score, Dr. Allen?
So Coahoma gets it again. Handoff is going to be the skipper in the backfield. And I tell you what, I've been very impressed. I know number 0 or 0 is not technically a number because it has no value, but the running back is the big guy. But skippers look good tonight.
No doubt about it. Skipper shows some speed.
I see what you're talking about, Brad.
You just got all technical on me right there, talking about no value and all this.
Like 0, it has 0 value, so there's no numerical purpose for 0.
Did you just talk to Bobby Jarrell?
I did. And Bobby's going to disagree with me.
Man,
me and him have a lot of debates on my terminology for math.
So technical right there.
So this is going to be a handoff in the backfield again. The Indians were back there and was able to fight forward and pick up back to the original line of scrimmage, where to be a 3rd down and 8 situation now.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes, sir.
Did you break a gingerbread house or something? Because I've smelled gingerbread up here all
I have
night.
not baked
It's been that
house.
way. Hey, just be glad we opened the windows when we got here to set up the equipment.
Really?
It was one of those when you walked in, it punched you in the face. That's the reason why I have a black eye. It wasn't Jim.
I was hoping Mr. Ingram was going to break out the
I would
gingerbread
like some
house.
gingerbread right now.
Holmes beat Southwest 40-10.
Who beat Southwest? So Holmes beat Southwest 40-10 to wrap up their season there. As now Coahoma does take a little bit more time off the clock, dropping back to throw. India's showing pressure. Now Johnson's going to toss it downfield, and it's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. What a throw, though, by Johnson, as it does fall incomplete. Stops the clock with 10:56 to go. 4th and long now for the Tigers. So Northwest 28, Northeast 2. Is that a final? 4th quarter.
35-yarder here, there.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
36.
Even though I did not do that math, that was Sam Ferris.
Sam can handle it.
Say that again. Well, East Mississippi, they had to take care of business tonight to get that 2nd place, and they did so. 63-14 win over Delta.
Close, wasn't it?
As this kick on its way, and this one is good. So Delta answers back and makes it back to a 20-point contest with 10:50 to go here. Guys will keep it here. The reason why we're behaving now is we've got Dr. Allen in the house.
Yes. And we want to do a good job, but I do have to mention this.
Okay.
Dr. Allen, I'm a little disappointed. Brad was mentioning how cold it was out up here, and you're out in the elements in the real cold.
Yeah, and I came to clarify, it is warmer in here than
I thought it might be.
It is now.
And I did bring Brad a shawl.
I need a scarf. We had windows open. We had the air
We
conditioning
did have the
on.
air conditioning running, to be honest.
I mean,
it got a little chilly.
I've already told y'all these earphones stuck to my ears. I've got damage. I'm calling in workman's comp tomorrow.
There you go.
Tim Center said we don't have that at ICC.
Gonna have to. I mean, I've got skin on these earphones here. It was awful.
Well, we got a break in the action. We do want to remind you that we'll have volleyball coming your way here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Playoff volleyball, ICC and Pearl River. The winner of that match will advance to the championship round of the, I guess you'd call it Region 23 tournament, even though it's not officially the Region 23 tournament. It'll be at 6 o'clock on Friday night there at the Davis Event Center. If you can't make it, it'll be right here on the Red Channel. So be sure and join us there.
And got men's soccer traveling Saturday
to Gulf Coast.
Yes.
Time to be officially determined, but as of right now, as that ball is going to go out of bounds on the kickoff, as of right now, it's scheduled to be at 5 o'clock at Gulf Coast. And talked to Don Hammock, their SID down there. He said they are planning on streaming, but they're a lot like us. They're out in the elements when they do stream. So if it's raining, won't be able to do so. So
that's one of those where, like Dr. Allen always says, you won't get to go to bed that night if you go watch Gulf Coast. If you plan to come home.
I thought you were going with me.
Well,
I told Hannah that the van is in your name.
Well, I will, and I'll tell you what, I'll get the key, and you wait on me outside.
Okay, I like it. So that kick goes out of bounds. The ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. We're going to be 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. Smith is still your quarterback here for ICC. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Your H-back is Jamal Brooks. And it's going to be a fake handoff to Fortune, and the Tigers ready for the run there as they make the tackle for a loss on the play. We talk about that, then guess what comes on Tuesday? Basketball returns here to ICC as we'll have a pair of games on Tuesday. It'll be a 5:30 tip for the women. They'll take on Columbia State. 7:30 tip for the men and they'll take on Delta to open the season. Again, if you can't make it to the DEC, we do invite you to join us here on the Red Channel for those broadcasts. And as soon as we give everybody shout-outs, I get a text from Kelly Beth saying, don't forget 100 days to the start of softball season.
100 days, there you go.
Smith's going to load up. It's got a man here to Brooks. Wide open. Oh, just let him by a step as Brooks did everything he could to stretch out for that one. Boy, I tell you what, if he catches that one in stride, he's still running right now. And, guys, that's just kind of been the tale of the night here for the Indians. The Indians have just been a step away from making big plays defensively. That was a step away to making a big play offensively.
Yeah, again, and we're asking, Smith's doing a good job of coming in where he has. Was not brought in to play quarterback at Etowamba. He's a leading receiver for the team, but has done a great job with our backup quarterback out and then now our starting quarterback out.
3rd down and 14. Smith drops back in the pocket, directing traffic now, trying to get Fortune to release downfield. And instead, he hits Haston McKisson, our former work study that comes back to shoot some sideline footage for us. He took one off the foot there, and maybe he got a good shot at that. And so it'll be a Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Indians. And, guys, that's not what ICC needed. They needed to get a quick score to try to get back into this one. So right now, if you're an ICC fan, you would love to see a fumble on the other end of this punt right now, but Coahoma has been very steady and has yet to turn over the football.
Adam, the clock's our enemy right now. 10 minutes left in the ball game. We're down 30-10. They got to go 3 and out on this series.
Another great punt there by Nixon, and it's going to try to be returned on the far side of the field, and it will get and be hit out of bounds. And a nice return there. And so it'll be a 1st down and 10 here for the Tigers with 9:36 to go in the contest. Is it impossible? No. Is it highly improbable? More than likely. But ICC's defense has got to start stripping for the football and trying to get it back on the offensive side. Remind you of some more of our sponsor, Bank Okolona. New name, same great service that North Mississippi has come to know and expect and trust for over 75 years. My good buddy John Harrod and all the staff out there at the Bank of Okolona is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. So it'll be 1st and 10 here. Tigers with the football. And they're going to drop back to pass on 1st down, and it's going to be tipped around, and the Indians couldn't find it after it was tipped, and that could have been a big-time play there if the Indians found that one.
Brad, why are they throwing the ball? They're up 30-10, 4th quarter, 9.5 minutes. That's helping us with an incompletion.
Oh, yeah, it is, definitely, but I couldn't tell you. Again, there's time that they could have already melted off in the 3rd quarter and this quarter that they have chosen not to.
So 2nd down and 10 now, and they're going to keep it on the ground this time, trying to bounce it to the outside, a stiff arm, and it's going to be a battle, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. On the carry that time for Coahoma was number 25, Marvin Sanders.
Yeah, great job by Hobbs right there. He hung on. There was a stiff arm right there in his face. He was still able to hang on and make the tackle. Again, with a no gain, you're looking at a 3rd and 10. Clock still running. Let's see how quick they snap this joker. They're getting down on the play clock's getting down to 20 seconds now. So they're melting a little more.
They're doing a little better job.
Yeah, a while ago they were snapping it with 15 seconds left on the clock, and I kind of like what the ICC All-American Band's doing right now. Can't play our instruments? Well, we'll stomp our feet to make noise. Low snap picked up there, and ICC will make the stop, and it'll be a 4th down and long situation here, and the Tigers will probably, more than likely, punt this one away.
I would expect that because we're on Coahoma side of the field. They don't want a quick strike from us. I would not think, and they should bring in the punting unit.
They should punt.
Good job by the situation. Yep, so a good job by the defense. And the very dangerous Zay Davis will be back to return this Little Caesars punt here from Coahoma. Guys, we've said it, ICC's been close tonight on blocking some of these kicks, and my oh my, now would be a great time if the Indians could come away with one of those blocks.
I fully expect them to bring the house here, Adam.
So 4th down and 4. Clock now down inside 8 minutes to play. Bad snap. The Indians bring it, and they don't get it. And that's going to give Coahoma, though, a first down on the roughing the kicker as Davis will get the return. He's going to try to get out to the 30 and will eventually be ran out of bounds. But just a tough break there for the Indians as they went for the block and just ran into the kicker that time. And
well, was it running into the kicker or is it going to be roughing?
We'll see what they call here. To me, it was running into the kicker, but
that'd only be 5 yards after the punt again.
Well, it's 4th and 4.
Yeah. It was running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker.
This is 5 yards. Okay.
Still going to give it a first down because of
is it?
Yeah, they was on 4th and 4.
So a tough break, and again, the breaks have beaten the boys tonight, and Coahoma has taken advantage of every one of those opportunities that the Indians have given them. So you got to give credit to the Tigers as they lead it 30-10 here with 7:40 to play, and that was the punch in the gut you didn't need if you're the Indians.
No, you didn't, but you had to try to block it. I mean, we're running out of time. We're down 3 scores. You had to try to block it, and we just didn't get there.
Yeah, I agree.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 here for Coahoma as they come from the line of scrimmage once again. Again, thinking that they would try to melt some of this clock away, they have chunked it around the yard here the last few times. So it'll be a 1st down and 10. This is going to be a handoff this time, and the Indians again tackle at the line of scrimmage with that surge from those running backs tonight. They've been good, and that one goes for a gain of 2.
Adam got a Southern Miss is up 29-11 on Louisiana in the 3rd. 9:56 left to go, and if you're an NFL fan and you're watching, Tom Brady and the Bucs are making a rebound tonight, 10-3 over the Ravens right now in the 3rd.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 8 here for Coahoma. Again, they are being much more methodical now as they're letting the play clock get down to 10 seconds. 2nd down and 8. The Indians need to come up with a big-time stop here. Imagine Coahoma will keep it on the ground. A bad snap, and they do hand it off, and the Indians tackle at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I got 6:45 left.
Brad, who's your NFL team? Who do you keep up with?
Well, you know, since I was a little tyke there, Adam, I was a Dolphins fan. I was always a Dan Marino person, so I kept up with the Dolphins. And I'm one of those dedicated individuals. I'm not like these people who just blows and goes with whoever's winning, like some people in this room. So I stick with the Dolphins, and, you know, it is what it is. So the rest of y'all can just go ahead and pick who you want to, who's winning.
I'm a Steelers fan. So
have you always stuck with them?
Absolutely. Ever since Jerome Bettis has been there.
Okay.
Been that. Mr. Jim, what about you?
I've been for this team a long time, and they've always lost the Super Bowl, the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
I like them. Maybe they're going to do it this year.
So they might break through this year. We do have a timeout on the field. Dr. Allen, your NFL team of choice? So he's going with Dak and the Cowboys. Okay, so he does show a little love for Dan Marino.
Joe Montana.
There you go. He's throwing a little Notre Dame love there.
What about it, Sam?
Sam Ferris, what's your NFL team?
Saints. There you go. Local team.
So there you go. Well, I'm not a fan of offense this year, being a Steelers fan. So,
yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, Joe Horn made a name for himself down there in New Orleans. As it's 30-10 here with 6 minutes to play in this one. 3rd down and 8 is the situation.
But you're also a Pirates fan.
Yeah, he's a Pittsburgh fan.
I am.
You're
Pirates
just
fan.
Yeah.
And then also like the Detroit Pistons. And, of course, everybody knows I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I'm just a glutton for punishment this year. My Pirates, I don't even know if they won 30 games this year. So 6 minutes to play now in the contest, coming out of that timeout. That was taken there by Coahoma. It'll be a 3rd down and 8. So Indians need to get a big stop here on this possession down. Coahoma dropping back to pass. Loads up, goes downfield, and a great job there.
Pass incomplete.
As that was
Mosley
right at the end, coming in and breaking that one up. Actually bouted out of the hands of the Coahoma player, so it'll be a 4th and 8 situation here. Should be another punting situation. And again, guys, if I'm the Indians, I'll load up, send the house, and see if we can't block this thing.
I'll do it again.
Got to try. And our defense has played hard tonight, Brad. They've played well, still hustling out on the field.
So this Little Caesars punt coming up here. They're located on South Adams Street. When you need something hot and ready, stop by and see all the great folks out there at Little Caesars in Fulton. High snap. This time the Indians don't necessarily send as many guys as Davis is going to let this one hit. Now he's going to take it after 10. Gets away from one, but sees a whole wall of white jerseys in front of him that time. And what a, I won't say gutsy return there by Davis to get the ball out to about the 20-yard line. 5:44 to go in this one. 30-10 is your score in favor of Coahoma. So if you're the Indians, you just try to come up with some big plays here as Smith still at quarterback, replacing the injured Green, who was shaken up in the first half. Something else been kind of unfortunate for the Indians this season has been that injury bug. And so Indians spread them, 2 receivers on both sides of the football here. Smith gets the snap, and there is going to be a flag down.
Are you sure you didn't cook a pie or a cake or something?
I did not cook a pie up here.
Something smells like sweet stuff.
Adam said that when he got here, it smelled like this.
Sweet stuff?
Evidently.
Like
I'm going to tell you this. I know exactly what it is. It's that gift Mr. Jim brought for you.
Yeah.
In the orange.
The orange. I've been holding this orange for you.
You've been holding it for 4 weeks.
4 weeks. You need to take it home.
Could be the can of wasp spray I'm smelling.
I do think they did say there was some wasp when they came up here earlier today, so that is apparently the new flavor of pumpkin spice Raid.
I like that.
I wouldn't call it a flavor, though. Don't go home and eat that, kids.
I think that Raid can's outdated.
Fumble on the snap here. Smith just got to try to get rid of the football. Gets away from one guy. Is going to load up, chunk it downfield, and it's going to be Sangren trying to go for the ball, and it's going to be
well, when you tackle them out of bounds, you know, I mean,
uncatchable in that sense. And
right there in front of us.
Yeah, the referee, he's going to hear it from Sangren, but the referee's going to say you were about 3 yards out of bounds when that happened.
28-2 final. Northeast got beat by Northwest.
So Northwest will go ahead and wrap up that North Division championship, and they'll await the loser out of Gulf Coast and Jones. And the winner of that one will get East Mississippi. 5:32 to go in this one. ICC trailing 30-10. As Smith going to try to shoot to get to the outside, but a nice open field tackle made there by Coahoma. And it's going to be a loss on the play, so it'll bring up, I believe, a 4th and 6 situation now here for the Indians.
24-yard line. 3rd down and 7.
Well, you got to go.
Third down.
Oh, never mind. You do have to go because it's 3rd down.
Yeah, it's 3rd
That's what I was
down.
trying to tell y'all. You know, you have to go because it's 3rd. It's not 4th.
So Smith trying to go with a hard snap count, see if we can get him to jump offside. Coahoma did not, so going to look back to the sideline to reset the play here. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. One-on-one coverage here at the bottom. Smith wants to get the carry, and this time again just stacked up. And that defensive front getting the job done all night tonight against this ICC run.
And now they're going to bring the punt unit out.
So it'll be another Little Caesars punt coming in here. This Old World Fanceroni Pepperoni Pizza sounds really good right now. They've got 100 crispy Old World pepperonis. For those that don't know what that is, that's those small pepperonis that curl up when you cook. So those are some good pepperonis there. You can get a large for only $9.99 from 4 to 8 p.m. You can order online or through the Little Caesars app, or you can stop by and order in person.
Why do they have 100?
Why don't they have more than 100 would be my question.
I know it.
As this punt is going to be taken here by Coahoma. He's going to run backwards and simply fall down. I'll tell you what, guys, Price Nixon has had a good night cooking the football.
Extremely well tonight.
Unfortunately for ICC, that's a position that you don't ever want to see take the field. And, well, Nixon has just done a great job and is probably earned himself a scholarship on the next level with the way he's kicked the ball tonight. So it'll be a first down and 10 here for Coahoma. 3:55 to go before this one's over. 30-10, the Tigers with the lead. So Coahoma will have a running back in the backfield with Johnson, 2 receivers on the far side. They do have a tight end here and 1 receiver here in the bottom of your screen. Movement. The referees say play on, as that's going to be a handoff and a big break through the line. Then ICC tries to strip the football. He's able to go forward and get past the 50. Well, the Indians, rightfully so, trying to strip the football, but you don't do that until somebody wraps him up.
Right.
As, again, yards after contact. Big for Coahoma on that play.
Brad, you got to believe it's going to keep running the ball now. They got a big lead, 30-10, 3.5 minutes left in the ball game. There's no reason for them to throw the football.
You are correct. There is no reason.
But we've seen them throw it when they didn't think they would, even in the fourth quarter.
That is true.
So we'll be 1st and 10 here. Clock is rolling. They are letting the play clock now run down to about 7 seconds. And they snap it with 3. Give again, and another strong run. I tell you what, this Coahoma team's got a good trio of running backs. It starts with Jacoby Jackson wearing number 1, and then that guy right there is the 3rd-string quarterback in Marvin Sanders, and he's looked impressive. You also got number 3, QJ Skipper as well. You know, Coahoma's been able to run the ball and run the ball well tonight with those 3 running backs.
Sir.
So 2.5 to play in the contest here. Coahoma once again taking their time to melt the clock on this one, and officially for the year will not go. They will have a win now on the year, even though a couple of wins was taken away due to forfeit of an ineligible player. But tonight they took care of business, and another first down picked up there by the Tigers. And they're starting to have a good time on the field here on this one. So 1st down and 10. Once again here for the Tigers is another big pickup there by Sanders.
So lunch tomorrow is going to be Little Caesars Old World 100
Fanceroni
Adam's buying,
pepperoni
right?
pizza.
And there's probably going to be 2 or 3 of those, Mr. Ingram.
Oh.
From Adam.
From Adam. That's very nice of Adam.
Well, all he's doing is cashing in on a bunch of those that I owe him from baseball season. So, yes.
Well, and
just let me know when y'all ready to go to lunch.
And now they're taking a knee on it.
And that's class, yeah. No reason to run the ball anymore.
And, you know, speaking of that, I will say this. It, again, has been a true pleasure with y'all this football season, and I appreciate, Adam, you always inviting me, Mr. Ingram, you allowing me to be here. And I'm going to take a little short hiatus. I know y'all will be going into basketball season together. And to my knowledge, according to Mr. Gore, he did invite me back, and I will wait till spring with the baseball season before I come back on the air. But I'm looking forward to hearing y'all roll right into basketball season starting next Tuesday night.
We look forward to it, and I am going to help him some in basketball. Not every game, but some games.
That's not dedication right there now.
That's my fault. It's on me. But I will say this football year, even though it hadn't been successful in wins like we would have wanted, it's been a great time. You and Adam and Brad, I've truly enjoyed being with y'all. We have a good time. We try to give the facts of the game, but we have a great time being together, and I really appreciate being with y'all.
Final seconds rolling down, and this one ICC is going to fall by the final score of 30-10. Good news, I ain't got to buy the pizzas. Miss Donna just texted and said she'll buy
there we go.
The pizzas.
Look out, Miss Donna. Thank you so much.
So Coahoma will take one more knee, and this one will be final this evening here in Fulton. A disappointing end to the season here for ICC as they will wrap this one up with a 30-10 loss here to Coahoma. We're going to take a timeout and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back one final time this season here on the ICC Sports Network as ICC falls to the final score of 30-10 here to Coahoma. And guys, it was a contest that Coahoma, from the get-go, kind of controlled, and ICC could never answer back. Your thoughts on the contest tonight?
Well, you're right. And I don't know, you know, we mentioned coming out and starting fast, and that's what we needed to do, and we didn't. We saw how it kind of played out for us last week when we didn't do that, and weren't able to do that and put together some good drives at East, and then again we weren't able to do that here. I do say kudos, though, to Coahoma and the staff in game prep. I mean, they watched game film on us, did a great job. Their coaches put together a great game plan and executed. They did what we didn't. You know, our defense kept us in for a little bit there, and it was a 6-0 game for a while, and our offense wasn't able to put together any drives. And so Coahoma did what we weren't able to do. They executed. They came in with the game plan. They stuck to the game plan, and they executed. Yes, they do have some talented folks back there that I know that Coach Cannon had talked about. They've got your Jackson back there who running back who does a great job. I think their quarterback was Johnson, played a heck of a game, made some good decisions. I think up front they dominated us up front, really, both sides of the ball in so many ways. You know, again, I think our defense played well, but again, I think they dominated us up front on both sides of the ball. We never were able to get much of a push on the running game. That's 2 weeks in a row that we weren't. And so, you know, yes, it comes back to execution. And we weren't able to do it. They were. We needed the win, wanted the win. And we're sitting here finishing out the year with a loss, not what anybody wants to do. Coahoma didn't want that either, nor did we. But anyway, it is what it is, Mr. Ingram. And so that's just kind of how it fell tonight.
You're right, Brad. And give Coahoma credit. They deserved the game tonight. They outplayed us, as you mentioned, on the offensive line and defensive line. And I think it's the tale of the year. We played hard every game, came up short. I think our defense played winning football for most of the year. Mm-hmm. We just had too many injuries, I think. Adam, some key positions, quarterback, offensive tackle, a lot of injuries on the offensive side of the ball that we just couldn't overcome. And it cost us this year in getting some wins. But I like the effort, even though we had injuries. We always played hard offensively and defensively. We just came up a little short. Congratulations to Coahoma tonight, and I appreciate all our sophomore football players that are leaving us at ICC. Thank you for being good teammates.
Well, you know, you had your injuries, and you had the I hate to call them out, but the guys that quit on the team. You know, there are some key guys that quit on the team this season that could have been big-time contributors that could have helped turn things around here, and you know, that's their decision, you know, then that's what they wanted to do. So, you know, we can sit here and talk about any of this, that, and the other, but at the end of the day, ICC comes up short in this one. As you said, Mr. Jim, all the sophomores, unfortunately not going out with a win here, but we do appreciate them because they are building us towards the future. But we also want to say thank you to the sophomore cheerleaders, to the sophomore trainers, the managers, and that ICC All-American band that has been so special year after year. And tonight was another special night for them as well. It's what makes ICC football such a special thing, whether it be win or lose. When you come to Fulton, you're going to get a treat. And unfortunately tonight, that treat didn't come with the win.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a treat here, and it is. And yes, it's from the football team, it's from the band, it is from the cheerleading team and the efforts they put into the game. But as Mr. Ingram mentioned before the game, it's also the fact that the whole ICC community knows the importance of what we put on here and what we want to bring into this stadium. And that goes to our physical plant with John Wayne Harris and staff and Mr. Joey Bowen and everything that they do, Kirk Sheffield and crew on the field. Yes, Adam, whether you like it or not, it does trickle into the community relations area, which me and Mr. Ingram are not a part of. We're just fortunate enough to be able to join. They let us hang out, and you do, where you get yourself, Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, who comes in here and was able to put together such a great day and a great evening here each night for this. And then the cheerleading team, everybody that comes together to do this. And so it's a lot more than what we see. And it's these people, Mr. Ingram, every time when we leave the game and we walk the game and we're leaving, everybody else is left, and we walk down and we're leaving. And guess who's still here?
They're still here cleaning up.
That's exactly right. And that's stuff like that. And it's the little things that we don't all think about, and we don't. And I'm appreciative of what they do and everybody does to make this night a success. We see the glamour, we see all of that, but there's some things that we don't see that we need to take and be appreciative of. And I truly am and appreciative of what everybody does here. Dr. Case and staff do, as well as all the athletics to make this night work.
We talk about community relations, and I'm gonna brag a little bit here about Adam and Lee. They're gonna be up tonight doing stats. Lee's working right now, trying to get stuff to the media people. They do this late at night, and they'll be back here first thing in the morning, so they do a great job. Like you said, we put a winning product, ICC does put a winning product of all these combinations of different departments. Might not show up on the scoreboard, but it's a winning team for ICC.
Lee just texted you to say that, I know.
Yeah, he did. He owes me.
Miss Donna's going to have to throw an extra pizza or two in there for those kind words. We do appreciate you guys for that. This broadcast, this football season, has been brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Kegel Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Samstown Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and of course, donations to the Sports Information Department through the Indian Clubs from viewers and listeners like you. That's going to wrap up our football broadcast for this season. We will have volleyball tomorrow at 6 o'clock here on the Red Channel. If you're in the area, hey, football games have already been played. Come out and have some fun at the DEC tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun atmosphere as ICC and Pearl River tangle for that shot at the Region 23 unofficial championship Saturday at Northwest. Also, basketball starting next week. Visit letsgoicc.com to find out more schedules on that. Tuesday night, 5:30, 7:30, ICC basketball back at the DEC. So, one final time for Dr. Brad Boggs, the myth, the man, the legend, the rumor, the man.
Gingerbread man.
Yeah, gingerbread, there you go.
Mr. Jim Ingram, Raphael Henry, Taylor Land, Lee Adams, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton as ICC falls to Coahoma in the season finale 30-10. You guys have a blessed evening, and as always, roll Tribe.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.